Oh, I forgot something.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Don't Puck with Media and Talking Habs' live stream of Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars.
Hey,
With
everybody.
me is Rick, aka Slags, and Filibuster, also known as Rick the Handsome Mansome, Eric Martino. And I'm Goosey. You know me from Hibernation and from the Puck Around podcast with the rest of these jamokes. But who's excited for some playoff freaking hockey, buddy? We had game 1 of the ECF last night, a deciding victory for the Florida Panthers, winning that game 5-2. A couple chirpy battles in that game as well. But tonight we got another good one.
Interesting fact, though, about the Carolina series. Carolina hasn't won a semifinal game like in 12 tries. So that's 13 losses in a row.
Wow.
In the semifinals. Yeah.
Not surprised. I mean, Florida looks like a freaking wagon again.
Yeah, they do.
And they're nuts.
They do.
Yeah, I think the last one they lost also was against Florida 2 years ago, like not last year, the year before, where they got swept. So let's
Florida in 22-23,
23,
in 23-24 they the Rangers lost.
Yeah.
Yep, that is correct. All right, guys.
It's here.
Tonight, Western Conference, keys to the game. Let's talk about it. What does Edmonton need to do right here? What needs to happen for Edmonton to come away with this game, but also expanding on that, what do they need to do to win the series?
Very simple. I find that when one team outscores the other, that usually does it.
Very hockey interview answer.
No,
what do you got to do to get yourself back in the game? We got to put the puck in the back of the net. We need to score more goals. We need to play our game. That's what we need to do.
Perfect. Exactly. What do they need to do? In my opinion, goaltending is going to be important for Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw
No,
that
I totally agree. Edmonton, it's going to come down to, I think, goaltending. Yeah, that's the major factor, right? Which Stuart Skinner are we going to get? Are we getting like second half of the playoffs last year Stuart Skinner, or are we getting struggled all year and looked like looked awful beginning of the playoffs Stuart Skinner, right? So yeah, for them, I think that's the biggest thing. For Edmonton, like their depth has to continue playing as well as they have. Their defense has to hold up, and goaltending has to be a factor.
I agree with you guys definitely 100% on the goaltending. The defense needs to step up, continue to improve on the games that they have played so far. Looking at Edmonton, they are 8-1 in their last 9 games ever since going down 2-0 to the LA Kings. So that's something very much to respect. They've also been here before. They've been to the Cup final before. But Dallas has also been here last year. It's a rematch, I believe. So they get another crack at the Edmonton Oilers, right? So that's awesome. On the opposite side of Edmonton, what does Dallas need to do to not only secure this win, but to potentially win the series?
Not choke.
Rick's
not
really hitting the home run answers today.
Hey, I'm just straight shooter.
That's it. Basically, do not do what the Leafs did. This is the game plan.
Don't suck.
Yep.
No, but like honestly, for Dallas, like Andre's been playing outstanding these playoffs, so I have no doubt he'll keep that up. Defense, like look, they got Heiskanen and Harley. Like Heiskanen's finally finding his game. He's slowly, like little bit by bit. Now he looks like he's back. You have Harley, that's another beast back there. But like we mentioned previously, like on the last pod, at Dallas's depth has to show up. Like you can't have like Matt Duchene with 4 points and Jamie Benn with 3 points and Seguin and all those guys just not producing. You can't have just one line going. Like you have that Finn line with Hintz, Rantanen, and Granlund that's going gangbusters, but the rest of the team has got to show up. Like now, I heard Pete DeBoer shuffled his lines a little bit. Like so, we'll see what's gonna happen there. But it's gonna come down to depth. This series is gonna come down to depth.
Yeah, the secondary scoring. I think for both teams, secondary scoring is going to be really important.
I agree. Couldn't agree more. Hey, Matt, welcome to the show. Here with us where you're supposed to be, but
It's in the chat. Okay.
Gotta resign Mike Modano.
From Phil, guessing Marchand for MVP.
Mike Modano is probably freaking dead right now. Not really, but you know what I mean. But he's
somewhere.
He's somewhere.
He's in a basement somewhere hiding, waiting for some
right.
children to pop out so he can come out and scare them.
Who's got it? Oh, they got to I see Matt's comment now. Gonna be a tough series. Both teams are on a mission from God. We're on a mission from God. You know what movie? Do you know what movie that's from? No,
Blues Brothers.
There you go. Good. I didn't.
That's right. Yeah,
I didn't think you'd get it off that. Awesome.
What are you talking about, dude? It's a great freaking movie. It's from a skit, I believe. It's from like an SNL skit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saw that in the
Dan
theater.
Aykroyd and who?
Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi.
John Belushi,
yeah. Saw that in the theater, first run. That's how old I am. Yeah. Well, do you agree with that? I mean, basically that's what we're all saying here. Well, not me so much as you guys.
Yep. No, it's gonna be a tough series. This one's like it's really hard to honestly like the way both teams are playing. Just flip a coin, man. It's like you're gonna figure out who's winning this one.
I mean, if you look at the two teams, they're kind of on opposite spectrums, right? You have their top line in Dallas producing, and then yes, McDavid is producing, but not nearly as much as he did last year when he broke that record, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so when you think about it, they're getting the opposite of what they need currently out of each other. So I'm sure Dallas will get a little nervous, but they need to pick it up. Jason Robertson is someone my eyes are on. Tyler Seguin, 100%. Something's got to give there. You know what I mean? And it can't just be Thomas Harley and Heiskanen. It's got to be everyone up and down that lineup.
Yeah, but I mean, same for both teams, really.
Well,
like if the depth isn't there, the secondary scoring for both teams, then it's the top players, and then they're still equal.
Yeah, but Edmonton, I have to give Edmonton credit. Their secondary scoring has really picked up this playoff, so that they're getting more contributions from elsewhere in their lineup than Dallas is getting right now.
Yeah, well, that'll be key if that continues to happen. It'll be another Edmonton win.
So, which would be unreal considering their goaltender situation and the way their defense, kind of looks like. To me, Edmonton just doesn't look like a complete team. You know what I mean? It's like they have McDavid, Hyman, and Draisaitl, and even Evander Kane has stepped it up a bit in these playoffs for them. But they also need Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to get going a little bit more than what he's been doing. So both teams have their struggles, but yeah, I think they really have to crack it down and find ways to score both of them, all of them, because otherwise I'm starting to lean towards that. A lot of them could potentially be injured. Like to a
lot of who?
Point where it's fair. Yeah.
Who are you talking
Actually,
about?
another guy, Wyatt Johnston. I need him to, be more of a producer this year.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's the line. They're showing the lineup, eh? The Dallas lineup. Oops.
Yeah.
And then we'll put Cole's in this on line too.
That's just an ugly lineup. Kulak, Bouchard, Nurse, and Stetcher. I don't even know who Stetcher is.
The forward. What do you mean? Troy Stetcher.
Yeah.
You know who he is?
Nope.
He's played on quite a few teams too.
Yeah, he's been on a few.
It's
true.
I mean, when you have no cap space and then you're just going to, sign whoever you can for pennies on the dollar. I mean, I don't know what you want out of that. Who do they have that was on Toronto? What was his name?
Edmonton? Yeah, Edmonton's in that kind of a crunch, aren't they? With money.
Yep.
They will. Yeah, they will be, especially this offseason.
Yeah. What'd you ask, Cap?
Who? John Klingberg. Edmonton has John Klingberg.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty well, actually.
Oh, he's playing?
He's on the third defensive pairing, so I mean, it's not like he can hurt you. And he's also playing against his former team. Maybe that sparks him a little bit.
Oh, I didn't hear his name at all in the games I've watched so far of Dallas. Oh, weird.
No, he plays for Edmonton.
Or Edmonton. Okay.
Yeah, he used to.
That's
play
why
for
I
Dallas
haven't
Stars.
heard his name. That would explain why I haven't heard his name.
Yeah.
Joe says, morning all from Sydney. It'll be interesting to see how the Oilers go. They will go, listen, the two top guys there, Draisaitl and McDavid, obviously the big keys for the Oilers. Like if they have a Matthews kind of series,
They won't.
The Oilers go nowhere.
I'm pretty sure McDavid and Draisaitl have proved that they
it's true.
fold.
But it's a new series. You never know. That could dry up all of a sudden.
Listen, it could, but it is. I think what is it? 3 of the last 4 years they made the conference finals, Edmonton. So
yeah,
just on that fact alone,
you'd think they'd be due, but then again, it took Toronto how many years to win a fucking first round?
Yeah,
it took them a while. It took them a while.
Wait, 6 years. I think 6 years on the 7th one. Didn't they get this? They won Then the next year they lost, and then they won again this year.
Yeah,
I think that's so. 2 out of the last 3. Andre Dadonov was a former Hab, but I mean he did nothing here. He did nothing here.
He was.
Wow.
Oh yeah, like a cup of coffee.
He had a cup of coffee with us before we traded him to Dallas. But, I mean, he literally did nothing here. Went to Dallas, started to score a little bit. Like, it just wasn't a fit here.
Dallas wasn't the first team you went to, though, right? Like, I think Dallas acquired him from somewhere else.
We got him from,
Vegas?
I want to say L.A.
Did you guys get him from Vegas?
From
I think
from Vegas.
You're
right. Yeah. That's the team. And Vegas got him from the Ottawa Senators. And there was a controversy there because the Senators had traded him, and he was on the team he was traded him to was on his no trade list.
Anaheim, if I believe correctly.
And so he had to go back, and then they traded him to Vegas. And then he didn't do much there, I guess, and Vegas traded him here.
He started his career with the Florida Panthers.
That's right.
Ended up in Ottawa in 2020 to the 2021 season. Then he went to Vegas for a year. Then he went to Montreal for a year, and he's been with Dallas ever since.
When he was with Florida, if I'm correct, he was pretty good with Florida.
Yeah, if I remember correctly too, he put up some decent numbers.
Yeah, some decent numbers in Florida. Not like crazy good, but some good numbers.
By year 4, he had 65 points in 74 games, and then he had 70 points in 82 games. Then he 47 points in 69 games. Giggity. Went to Ottawa, down year, 20 points, 55 games. Vegas had, I'd say, a decent year, 43 points, 78 games. And Montreal didn't do anything.
Nothing.
But he has found his way more or less
Dallas.
in Dallas. Yeah.
Dallas was a fit for him. Yeah, no, Dallas was a fit for him. I'm going to put the sound back on over there because the game should be starting up, I would think. Soon. Just give me a second.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen in the crowd, let us know by commenting who you guys think is going to win this series. I know it's game 1, but early predictions give us your thoughts on who you think is going to come away with it. Are you going to go with Edmonton or are you going to go with Dallas? Your thoughts can be personal beliefs, or they can be of sound mind and body, whatever you want to make them. Hell, maybe you think Mike Modano comes back from the grave and signs with Dallas and gets them there.
From the what?
Mike Modano's not dead, but like,
did I not hear so? Okay, because I wondered when did that happen.
And he works in a cemetery now, so he takes care of the grave.
I guess that's it. Jesus, he's gonna sue us soon.
Now, listen, I will preface this with saying I would be happy with either one of these teams making it to the final. I'd love to see Edmonton in the final in the sense where, because of how they almost reverse swept the now reigning Stanley Cup champions. But at the same time, I think Dallas has put in their work and effort. And so I think seeing them in there and having their shot at it is equally as beneficial. So whoever comes out of this, I think I'm happy with. I just want Carolina to come out of the East because I can't see Brad Marchand raise a cup potentially raise a cup in a Panthers jersey, I might vomit all over myself and everywhere around me.
No, I kind of think this.
There's
will
a good
be,
chance that happens, man.
I'm gonna call
I
it.
know.
I'm gonna call it Edmonton in 7.
You're liking the 7 games. The playoffs, Rick. You're really liking those.
A lot. How many of these series have gone 7 so far? A few.
Not many. Not many. Toronto, Winnipeg, and then Dallas.
Okay.
That's it. Only 3 out of.
Well, okay. So I'll say
not much.
If Edmonton's going to win this series, it's going to take 7 games. Is that better? Is that a better way to put it?
Do you think Edmonton could win Game 7 on the road against Dallas?
Why not?
I don't know. You're a hockey analyst. I'm hoping.
I mean, if they're going to win the series,
tell me about it. Come on, Rick. I'm at you.
Well, yeah. If they want it more than Dallas, then yeah, goddamn right. It's almost like they're going to have to.
Hey, Rick. Here's a stat for you. Thank you, Andre. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Dallas coach has never lost a Game 7 in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's always the first time.
It's the first time for everything. Hey, broken clock is right twice a day, right, Rick?
Yep.
And hell, if the Maple Leafs can get out of the first round once in a while, hey, I guess
miracles happen sometimes. I guess.
Exactly. 1980, U.S. beat Russia. 1980.
No, I still think Dallas takes a series. I'm going to agree with Habs Guru. Dallas in 6.
Dallas in 6 says Guru. Hey, Guru, how's it going? By the way, Andre also says Dallas will make it.
Yeah, they gotta make it.
It is what it is. We'll see. I'm going for the Canadian team this time.
Andre, I want to see if I can pronounce your last name correctly and just type if I'm right or wrong. It's Andre Nyazev? Nyazev? Did I get it?
Yeah.
Come on. Help me out here.
But Andre's name is now either that name has changed and he's made it a little easier, I want to say, or I read it wrong all the time.
Hey man, I'm just trying to engage here with the friendly people of our comment section.
Andre's been around a long time on Talking Habs. You're gonna start a night shift there, Guru. You're working a night shift now.
I love that guy with the wig right now in that Oilers jersey. It's a big vibe for me.
All right.
You know what? The Boston Bruins need to bring back some Ice Girls, man. For no particular reason or whatsoever. I just think it adds a nice aesthetic to the team. I'm sorry, did I say aesthetic? I meant aesthetic.
I think Dallas should change their jerseys. I do not like these jerseys.
Yeah, I don't like the lime green. Their black neon ones, though, aren't half bad.
I like the neon ones.
I do. But these lime ones, they're not doing it for me.
No, they got to go back to those old school ones.
I like the logo. Like, I'm about the logo. It's just the color choice for me is a little.
They're gonna do that dumb thing where every time she says stars, they go stars.
Hey, it's national pride, and you're also in hick country.
You don't talk about
let's come on.
You shouldn't be talking about national pride right now, but we're not going to get into that stuff because there's a hockey game on. But okay, but explain to me, what is it they're doing? I don't get that.
What do you mean?
Well, when she says stars and they go stars, when did that become a thing for your national anthem?
It's because they're
it's because they're in Dallas.
Stars.
That's the only reason. But okay.
So when they say stars,
when did it become So when did it become a thing, though?
Dude, we're comprised of 50 states. Do you want me to go through every single one's little quirks?
Yes.
I don't have time for that.
Yes, you're the only American here, so.
Yeah, and I guess proud to be. I suppose. I don't know. It's trying times.
Very trying times. Why do these guys on my? It looks almost like they're like video game characters.
Have you guys ever seen that? Like the cartoon versions of the games that the NHL puts out? I think that's awesome. Like football started doing that and it got kids involved in it. Like Nickelodeon did a thing. You guys should look it up. Like it's awesome.
Yeah,
like it's not for me. It's like a 30-second delay from the game where they transfer like everything digitally and like they become cartoon characters. It's awesome.
That's nuts. All right. Come on, puck drop.
David, when you say when you say the Oilers are faster, it's realistically they have two extremely fast, but three in the form of Nuge, McDavid, and Draisaitl. Outside of that, I don't know if they have that much speed.
Yeah, I heard their dealer got busted, so they're running low on speed.
But bum. Buddy, I am munching on these Doritos right now.
Yeah, they're good for you.
Yeah, they can be used to start a fire.
You can actually.
Oh
no. That's funny.
Do whatever. I think dying at 35 is a fine thing. Give myself 5 more years, call it quits. You know what I mean? We're underway in Dallas.
We might not.
And some guys chewing on his.
We might not have a choice in that matter, though. So yeah.
Oh, God.
Wes McCauley is a ref tonight.
Oh no,
Rick, how do you feel about him?
I mean they're all bad.
What are your thoughts on Kelly Sutherland?
Bad.
How do you feel about Chris Rooney?
Bad.
What about Tim Peel?
He's gone, so
try to rile him up. It's clearly not working.
Colson. Oh wow. But Colson and Kapanen with Draisaitl. Interesting line.
Kapanen's been good.
Yeah, no, he's since he's got into the lineup, he hasn't been bad. Frederick on a fourth line, okay. Well, yeah, makes sense. Nurse and stretcher.
By the way, whoever paid Darnell Nurse $9 million sucks.
Call the nurse. We need a stretcher.
Isn't that Holland? Or was it
I don't think it was Chiarelli.
So then it was Holland.
I think it was Holland.
And didn't they just hire Holland? Where? Somebody just hired him.
LA hired Holland.
Oh, LA. That's right.
Yeah.
Who the hell did LA?
Why? Why would that guy after what he did there in Edmonton? Why would he get a job?
He wasn't terrible in Edmonton.
Oh, come on.
That was that was going over like the moves he actually made, and you're like, because me too. I thought too. I'm like, oh, Holland didn't do that great of a job, but then like somebody was actually listing the moves, and I'm like, okay, that was actually decent. Oh, okay, that was actually decent. I'm like, oh, you know what? Like,
really,
terrible.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that and see because I mean.
And then you get to where he signed Darnell Nurse for $9.25 million. You're like,
was that
wasn't that great?
Or was that before he got in there?
Well,
I think before Holland, it was Chiarelli.
It was. No, there was somebody between them. No,
what I think there was somebody between them.
There was somebody between them. It was. Oh man, it's gonna kill me now. Who was it?
I don't know.
Chiarelli's gone a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he left Boston in 2015, so. It was Keith Gretzky.
No.
From January 23rd.
He was an interim, right?
Yes. So you know what? He technically did not. Yeah. No, he was just interim. They fired Chiarelli in 2019. So I think it actually, was Holland that did.
Oh, shit,
Holland.
Yeah. Wow, shit. Okay.
I mean, I forgot about Keith Gretzky getting it, but he was just interim.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I said, it was Chiarelli.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait. How many years is Nurse on this contract?
Too long.
6 seasons?
I think it was an 8-year deal.
But I don't think he's 6 seasons into that deal.
No. I don't think so.
So then it had to be Holland.
So then it was probably Holland that signed him to that contract.
I believe it was Sorelli.
What? Okay, wait, hold on. Wikipedia. When did he sign that contract?
I'm gonna take a look at when he signed it. Nope, he signed it in 2022, 2023.
Yeah, that's it. So it had
Under
to be,
Ken
it had
Holland,
to be
yep.
Holland.
And Holland.
Yeah.
Great signing. Top tier.
But if I'm not mistaken, because the issue with that contract was that Seth Jones had just signed and he set the market, and then I think that's it. Nurse's camp was like, "Well, if he's getting 9, then I want 9."
It was something like that. I think Jones was first.
I'm pretty sure Seth Jones was first.
Joseph Ratton is very scary. Why have you seen him at Halloween? Haha.
My God, my eyes roll every time he talks.
I know. Sometimes they do for me too. So listen, they're not all perfect.
Wow. Stars went 0% last year on their power play against Edmonton. That's crazy.
Wow. For in 6 games?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Wow. What the hell?
The 922 save percentage is actually more impressive.
I don't think I've seen that ever in the playoffs where, I mean, it's only 7 games, but still, you didn't get one?
I guess
in the
not.
Playoffs.
0 power play goals in 6 games.
It's like, how did you get to the playoffs then?
Well, I didn't say though how many attempts they had though.
True, but still, you got it. That's still odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, even if you have like 6, 7 attempts, like that's not good.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's great, but like if they only got, let's say, like on average 1 power play a game, and so they were 0 for 6, like you could see that more than like an 0 for 20 or something, you know.
I guess, but it does stand out. That's a stat that really stands out.
It's glaring.
Who's eating? Andre says eating alone is a bad habit. I can hear you. You should share with us. If you're talking about me, I'm not eating. I eat after the game.
Yeah. Same. I'm gonna go have some Doritos later.
I think you're talking to Cam.
Yeah.
Not me.
No. Well, I'm talking in general.
He said eating alone is a bad habit. I can hear. I mean, I'm sorry if you can. I'll actually try and
eating Doritos is not like eating alone. Come on, it's a snack.
Do you want me to go get ice cream? I can cry.
Oh, don't, because that'll make me. I love ice cream. What kind of ice cream are we talking about?
Chunky Monkey.
I think I've had that once. It's pretty good.
It just was the easiest thing that I saw. That was Ben and Jerry's. I'm like, fuck it. It's really bad for you, but why not? You know this is really bad for you, Andre? Shrooms alone. That's not really fun.
No, don't say that. It depends. If you're microdosing, it's not bad. I did it for a year. But you're right. If you're taking like a lot of them, it's not a good idea.
We do not support the use of illicit drugs here on this podcast, but if you have any, please share.
Yes.
But we don't support it.
Only for ourselves, not for you.
Ooh.
So far, we're almost 5 minutes into this game, by the way. Shots are 3 apiece, and the score is 0-0.
Fast-moving game. Not much physicality.
No.
Fast-moving.
Well, it's 2 teams also that are known not to be very physical, so we just had a... We'll see.
That's my concern. So whoever makes it to the cup final out of this, how are they going to combat the physicality of wow, what a shot, but good save.
Florida, because you're assuming Florida wins.
Florida or Carolina. I'm assuming Carolina plays a very physical game too.
Yeah, Carolina could play a physical game too if they want.
Well, they got to prove that they can win a semifinal game, though.
Yeah, they got to win. They got to win a game in the Eastern Conference Final first. Then we'll talk.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, it's not just keeping Rantanen quiet too, but I mean, like if you should look out and see if Johnston ever finds his game like he did last season, like that's going to be a tough thing to check. Like and they also have Jason Robertson, who I bet you is battling something.
Yeah,
because he's
recovering. No, he's recovering from an injury, and I saw a little interview. He's just starting to get his timing and shit back. He is kind of struggling with that in the playoffs here, is getting all that back, apparently.
I turned my camera off, so
we couldn't tell.
Mr. Andre doesn't have to, pay attention to me eating Doritos.
Well, we couldn't tell because your picture's still there.
I know, right? Look at that fucking handsome face.
Okay. Is that what you call handsome?
I don't know. At least I still have hair on the top of my head. Oh, burn! Got it.
Has nothing to do with being handsome or not.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Look at Hank the Tank, buddy.
Who's Hank the Tank?
Henrik Lundqvist.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you guys love that guy.
I do. Wish I could run my finger through, or fingers, I should say, through his hair.
If I was him, I would take out a restraining order in advance in case he ever has to meet you guys.
Why?
I don't know if he hears the way you guys talk.
I wouldn't do that shit in public, dude. Like, that's how you get arrested and in trouble. God, you drugged the guy for a shit. Have you ever watched any of these movies?
Exactly. God. Exactly. By the
Hank,
way,
I'm sorry, I would never do that.
Just for legal purposes, that opinion is Cam's alone and not the opinion of this show.
The views expressed by Cam are Cam.
Yes.
Does not reflect the views of Don't Fuck With Media.
They're Cam's opinions and frowned upon by the rest of us.
You ever been in an airport, when the guy's speaking very obvious English, but then you get the one guy that tries to do it in Spanish, but it sounds like the whitest dude ever. And he goes, por favor, de los Estados Unidos. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, thank you. But that's what Eric sounded like right there. Like, yeah, the reviews are this or Eric's alone. And I don't mean that to sound bad, but it's like you clearly can tell it's not someone of that culture.
I haven't flown since I was 4.5. And so, yeah, if anything, I would hear in an airport hear French.
Oh, oui, French baguette, I thought so.
Oh, don't. You're insulting people now, but I like that.
That's fine, dude. I'm American. I insult myself just on a daily basis by being here.
Well, okay. Hey, Bill. How we doing tonight? We're doing okay. Hey, you'll be happy to hear I'm rooting for the Oilers tonight. See? Canadian team. It's commercial break. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's that.
Yep.
We're in commercial break. And we'll be right back after these messages.
That was pretty good DJ voice. Joe says it will be very much attack. Well, I'll read that again.
Do you want me to
It will be very much attack versus defense in the Western Conference Final. I
don't remember.
I guess so. I guess you're talking about attack is Edmonton, defense more Dallas, right?
I'm assuming. That's what I'm figuring.
I'm assuming. I guess so. I kind of agree with that.
Meh. Could be better.
BL says, and wrongfully so, and I didn't read the whole thing, but wrongfully so. Nick Suzuki is going to be a hell of a number 2 center for the Habs in 2026 when a certain number 97 signs with Montreal as a UFA. Dream on.
Not gonna happen. Signing with the Flyers.
McDavid's not coming to Montreal. Come on now.
I said no.
But I'll
to Montreal. He's going to the Flyers.
Yeah, whatever. That's that. Okay, but he's not coming to Montreal. But I'll say this though, BL. I mean, if that did happen, yeah, I guess Suzuki would be number 2 center. Well, so I'll give you that.
So.
Yeah, I think so.
Alex's nipples would be so hard if McDavid ever went to the Flyers.
You think just Alex's nipples would be hard?
Like, oh my god,
Just his nipples will be hard. You
he
mean?
could freaking cut glass with that shit.
Oh,
Oh wow, almost a great
wasn't
shorthanded
Nuge,
bid.
that was McDavid. Oh, Dallas is on the power play. I didn't even know. I'm not even watching. I'm watching
there
the
was
chat.
a hooking call by Edmonton on a clear, like it could have gone into the net.
Hooking, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, big boy, want to come back to my hotel room? That kind of hooking? No?
No, that's giving me
Super
2018 vibes. I don't know if they knew that, but the guy kind of skated away from the puck. We don't like to do that here.
Here's interesting. Shanahan to the Islanders. What do you guys think? Shanahan gonna get the boot? He should.
I don't know. Honestly, I have no fucking clue.
I mean, he should.
He
Will
should, I guess.
Will they? I don't
Should he,
think they
though?
will. I don't think they'll.
But should he?
I don't think Shanahan pays the price this year for some reason. But
I don't think he should have to pay the price. I think it's not him. Like, sure, he has to have some accountability, but it's your players. Your players suck.
Well, see, I think it's because from stuff that I've heard, like that I've been hearing, it's like there's been like even Dubas in the past wanted to trade at least one or two of the core four, and it was like Shanahan being like, "No, you got to make it work with these guys. They're not going anywhere."
And that's why he needs to pay the price.
Well, right now he's about to lose one, if not two of them. Oh, shot
How did
wide.
they miss on that 2-on-1, man? Not even get a
Oilers.
puck on the net.
I'd heard it today. I think it was I forget. I think it was Steve Dangle that was talking about it. Basically, when they saw.
Oh!
That was lucky. I mean, Skinner got a bit lucky there.
I'm surprised that didn't go in the net. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, please be warned that the puck may go into the crowd at any point in time. Please hold your beer.
The pace really picked up there, though, for a bit.
Yeah, they're settling in. Takes about 10 minutes.
Every series so far, although I didn't really pay close attention last night, but every series so far has been pretty good that I've watched.
I mean, I was very disappointed with the Washington-Carolina series.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of that. I'm not a big Carolina fan to start with at all.
Oh my God!
Oh, that is a goal. Draisaitl opens the scoring.
Crap!
A wicked shot, though, eh?
Well, there's $14 million. That's what that looks like. What do you got, Mitch? Holy shit.
Let's see that again. Breaking down the wing. Which side? Breaking down the... Okay, so that's the weird goal that bounced off his back. Oh, off the post and then out. And, yeah, very lucky there, Skinner. And then there, Draisaitl breaking down
around
on the right side. And where he beat him through the 5-hole? Was that through the 5-hole?
They go 5-0 over the pad. I think it went over the
over
pad.
the pad, right? Yeah, okay.
It was a wicked high shot, dude.
That makes
Holy
more
crap.
sense.
All right, Mitch Marner, you want $13 million? Yeah, well, do that shit. Holy fuck. God damn.
Oh, this is interesting. BL is saying the Islanders have asked the Leafs for permission to talk to Shanahan.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
That's interesting.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, the Islanders are already the kings of mediocrity, so why not just continue the trend? You know what I mean?
No,
to be GM? Because Shanahan's the president of the Leafs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they have permission to talk to him to be president?
This I don't know any of that.
They don't have I don't know. Oh, because that's it. Because Lou Lamoriello was the president before, and
Lou Lamoriello was the GM
and president, or just the GM.
I thought he was president.
I think he was both. He was
the GM. Oh my god!
So if that's the case, then maybe that spot's open.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, no, it's not bad. I mean, sure. Watch if Shanahan leaves and then the Islanders go and win a Stanley Cup, I don't know. I don't know. It's not going to happen. But Jesus Christ, could you imagine?
Funny as hell.
I'd laugh.
Drager is apparently reporting it, so this must have some truth to it.
Yeah, there must be some validity somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Leafs owner, I guess, whoever, I guess that's Sportsnet is the major. They have to acknowledge that, the change needs to come from the top to start.
Well, I think the change needs to come from the entire team.
But you got to start with the top guy. Let him hire a new GM. I don't think they're going to change Berube because I don't think it's his
they
fault.
should just burn Toronto down to the ground and rebuild.
Yeah, but I mean, really?
No, I'm not talking about just the team, the city too. Like, just burn it down and rebuild it. Redo everything. Redo everything. New mayor, new tribe, do everything. Let's get it done.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm not a big Toronto fan in any way, shape, or form, but it ain't happening. David's saying you heard Shanahan's president position on Toronto is going to just be eliminated. Now, that would be a mistake, I think.
I actually heard, I think it was on 32 Thoughts today. I think Friedman was talking about something about that, but he didn't mention Shanahan's name specifically. But he was basically saying that there's too many guys in charge on top. Like, it's not just Shanahan. There's Shanahan. And they have like too many guys there, and that they're looking to eliminate some positions.
Look, BL, when you bring up Mitch Marner to Utah is a name that I brought up in the blog, which, by the way, Don't Puck with Media, go read Mitch and Match by yours truly, Goosey, for some of the best fits or possible outcomes for Mitch Marner. And Utah is one of the teams I had. San Jose doesn't really make that much sense because they have the wingers. It doesn't make sense for them to have it.
Because they're not ready now.
No. And you're not going to get a guy like at his age at 28 and put yourself in cap hell for that.
They're still a couple years away.
When that puck came out, what they just showed there. On this play. Oh, why did they not challenge that? I thought that puck came out. You didn't see that? On the goal. At some point, that puck came out, to me, that should have been offside. It didn't get challenged.
It's not worth it. It's game one. It's one goal. Like, you save the challenge because if you go down on a penalty kill.
No, I get it. And I didn't see like a great view, but man, that looked like it came out.
Yeah, Edmonton's looking very dangerous.
I was going to say Edmonton's feeling it, yeah.
Yeah, remember, Edmonton, in this series, Dallas wants revenge, I guess, and wants to win, right? But Edmonton must be, like, driven to want to get back to the finals and win a cup. I mean, McDavid has to be. The way he exploded against that team last year, and we all saw the video, right, of him yelling at them and all that. I mean, he's passionate about it, and he wants, like, I don't. That's got to be driving them a lot here. Wow, was that Hyman off the post?
Oh, here comes Dallas. They gonna do something? Oh, you forgot the puck, Rantanen.
No, Edmonton clearly looks like the better team so far tonight. Although shots are 6 apiece. It's only 1-0, so it's not out of reach. And we have a little under 8 minutes to go in the first on our clocks.
BL, I'm going to take a guess and say Kasperi Kapanen.
An ex-Leaf. An ex-Leaf. Have I heard anything?
As I said, don't be shocked if
I have no idea.
For the Leafs is an ex-Leaf.
An ex-Leaf that they would be going after.
O'Reilly?
He said he's not going back there.
Yeah, that's why he
there's
says
no
not
way.
going.
So it's not O'Reilly.
An ex-Leaf in trade.
I don't know. There's too many of them to count at this point.
Yeah, I can't think. Kadri?
Oh, that might make sense.
God,
He's a little old, but
it's the only one I could think of. It just crossed my mind, but
yeah.
I can't think of anybody that would like fit the bill there off the top of my head.
He's the one they should have never got rid of.
Yeah, in the end, probably.
Wow, Kadri it is. Holy crap. What the hell?
Well, I got it right.
What are they going to trade him? They don't have any first round picks. They really don't have any capital. Like, what are you going to do? Get like, I'm all set on that. Bump.
Well, if he's in Calgary, right?
Yeah.
So if Calgary, because he's got a big contract, if Calgary wants to unload that contract, maybe they make a friendly deal.
Well, they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So fuck it, give it to him.
But it's the Leafs, so
yeah, let him. Fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a surprise. Really, eh? Yeah.
No, then yeah, go ahead. Then Calgary can go get Sam Bennett. Fuck it.
Sam Bennett actually makes a lot of sense for the Leafs.
That's what I thought. Like, they need a little bit of grit from him.
Yeah, I've been saying, like, he actually makes the most sense.
Maybe they might actually be able to win a Game 7.
There is a lot of talk about Bennett going there anyway.
Because if you're gonna trade for Kadri, who's making 8, at that point, just sign Sam Bennett and give him 8.
Kadri making 9.5 with 5 years left. A lot.
Kadri's not a 9.5.
That's what BL saying anyway.
No, he's I think at 8 something. Hold on, I'm gonna check right now.
I think if it's 9.5, that is a bit much.
No, 9 is really high for Kadri. I don't think so.
Nazem Kadri's making $7 million per year.
Yeah.
7. Okay, I thought he was at 8.
And he's got to have. I think it is 5 years left.
Yeah, he has 3 years left. Hold on, wait.
Didn't they
4
sign
years
him
left.
7?
Sorry, excuse me, 4 years.
It's been 3 years. Oh, okay, because they signed him to 7 years, maximum they could sign him when they did.
And he has a full no move anyway.
Kadri?
Yeah.
For the next 2 years, and then he has a modified.
Yeah, for this this season and next.
Kadri might want to go back to Toronto.
I don't
know.
But
at the same time, I don't think Calgary wants to fully rebuild, so I don't think they want to trade Kadri, to tell you the truth.
I don't think Kadri would even accept it at this point.
No, he might.
Yeah, sure, a trade target, but like that doesn't mean Kadri. I mean, he's not getting any younger, and he's going to want to win a cup. Well, he won one with Colorado.
Yeah, he won with Colorado.
Well, you're not going. If any player's thinking, "Well, I'll go to Toronto, we'll win a cup." Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, I might as well, if I'm a snowball, I might as well go to hell too for a lovely vacation.
Exactly.
Both will end in the same result: death.
Here's a question, because we've talked about this before, that they can't rebuild and they can't do all that. What do they do though in this situation? It seems clear Marner's going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
They can suck toes, eat ass.
So Marner gone. Who else though? They got to do more than just Marner gone.
Tavares might be gone too. Yeah.
Look, I guess
like I said, I just said before. I think Sam Bennett would actually be the best fit on Toronto.
But if only Marner's walking, you need Tavares to go if you're going to sign Bennett.
Oh yeah. I would let both Marner and Tavares walk.
Yeah, I would too. But
you don't
I sign Sam Bennett with the money that you're going to save just from those two guys. Even if you have to overpay Sam Bennett.
Guys, they have $28 million. They can sign both Bennett and Tavares.
Well, I would actually sign. Well, yeah, you could, I guess, and then you could run those three like as your top 3 centers. Then that'd be great. Because it depends. Like if if Tavares is the only reason I signed Tavares is if he takes a discount, like 4.55 million. That's what you're getting.
That's where I have him. Yeah.
And Tavares just had 38 goals. Really, you're playing him at your third line center? He might.
That's what I think.
Might have
I
to
think
play
he
him
might
higher up.
leave. I think he'll get more money elsewhere.
I think at this point, he's willing to accept whatever it takes to get himself a championship. Or maybe he does walk and go like, I want to go to a team that has a higher probability. Dallas on the breakaway. He's skating. He's going for the quest. He scores!
Beauty.
It was Sagan.
Tyler Sagan.
Sagan. Huh.
Tyler.
And McDavid is pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, there's a barbecue down in Dallas, baby.
Well, listen, didn't think it was going to be a shutout here.
Wow, look at that. He was off to the freaking races, dude. Holy crap. Use that speed. Damn, look at that. Holy crap. There he goes.
Right, no doubt about that one.
Ooh.
And Stuart Skinner did a Skinner thing. Fell on his own ass. No, it's not his fault. Coming at him with that amount of speed, you don't have that much time to react.
He had no chance there. He picked his spot and he just took it.
Joe says Marner too expensive for most teams and overrated.
No, listen.
He's not overrated in the regular season. He's overrated for the playoffs, but he is too expensive, I think, for most teams.
Yeah, listen, he's worth $12 million. I'll say that at most. That's where his ceiling is right now. Because if you look at Mikko Rantanen,
is he though?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of point production, like his biggest comparables are David Pastrnak and Mikko Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen just signed the deal for $12 million. So I feel like
you really want to pay guys just for regular season and a guy he's not going to.
Well, here's the thing, Rick.
Counts in the playoffs.
Here's the thing, Rick. He is a point per game player in the playoffs, so it's
you
have to take that into consideration.
Again, check those games when he was scoring, and they were the first 3 or 4 games of the series, not when it was crunch time.
Yeah, but that at the same time, that could change with a different team too, with a different mix.
It can. And I saw an opinion where the guy said, "Yeah, when he goes to the next team, watch him be like he's going to realize he's got to be different and change his game." But is he capable? I don't know.
But again, though, like he has to change his game. I don't know if he really has to change his game. It's more that you just can't have more guys like him on your team.
Well, he's got to change it in the playoffs. When it comes to playoff time, he's got to realize he's got to be different. And just be different. I don't know. It's got to stop being, I don't know. You got to be better when you're in that crunch time,
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. If you can't score in games 4, 5, 6, and 7, and you're the big guy, there's something wrong.
No, actually, Rick, I don't know. That's why we have you.
Well, I know that, and I'm trying to fulfill my role.
But the thing is also, right, it's not only him in 5, 6, 7 in games 5, 6, and 7. It's like all of them.
Yeah.
And that to me, that's what's concerning. Like, so is it just a mental thing? Is it like a situational thing? Is it really the pressure from Toronto? I don't like.
It's got to be leadership.
If it was just Marner, and that's your outlier, you're like, okay, well, the guy just does it.
It's
not. What, it's all of them.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
it's leadership. It's leadership. It's a big thing, and I don't mean like coaching. It's the guys on the ice. It's your leader. When your captain disappears, when it's really important, when your captain does that, what do you expect from everybody else?
Yeah, I know the feeling, especially when your captain disappears by trade at the trade deadline. But,
look what he's doing in Florida, though.
Shut up.
You know what they're saying? If you saw, he just did a press conference or whatever, he did an interview after the game, and he threw in there that he grew up a Leafs fan.
A Leafs fan, yeah.
And now they're saying that he's just throwing that in there because you don't be surprised if he ends up in Toronto.
Yeah, Marchand to the Leafs.
I think I would be very surprised if he ends up in Toronto because Toronto called about him to the Bruins, but he said that the only team he would go to is Florida.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put too much stock into him going to the Leafs.
I would think he wouldn't go to the Leafs unless there were huge changes made there, and he liked what he saw. Other than that, he's not going.
I don't think he's a fan of Berube.
Okay. I don't know anything like that.
Because I feel like his mentality would not go well with Berube. I mean, he would work well in Berube's system, but I just don't think him and Berube would get along. One's a rat, one's a chief. So, like, I don't know what you want.
Well, we'll see in the offseason.
Well, for me, it is the offseason.
I wouldn't be shocked if he resigns in Florida.
I think he resigns in Florida if they win the cup. Otherwise, he does not.
Yeah, I'm actually with Eric. I kind of feel that he's going to resign there. Joe, you're right. They had points, but both those they couldn't score goals. They got assists, but hey, and assists are great. Yeah, I get it. But when you get nothing when your team's about to be eliminated, okay, they had that game 6 was sort of good, but game 5
it wasn't sort of good. It was they played their best hockey in game 6.
But game 5 and 7, I mean, you can't.
No shows.
That's not defend. You can't defend that.
No.
Oh, we have a new feature. I'm gonna see how this works. I forgot. I saw it. This is something that just came out. Turning up.
The boomers playing with the technology.
No, I just have to click something.
Yeah, right. Well, what they say when you just have to click something.
Well, I think, like I can put a comment there, right? But I think now they're going to show up on their own.
I'm glad we're experimenting with this on a live feed.
It's a new feature from StreamYard. What do you want from me?
I don't know. Better research. Damn it.
So far, it hasn't worked. So it hasn't done anything. So we're good.
Ooh, someone just got smashed into the board. That's awesome. Do it again.
Talk that a non-core 4 player on the Leafs, I'm assuming, may welcome a change of scenery. Any guesses on the Leafs? A non-core 4 player that would like it. Morgan Riley. But he's a core 4. Is he a core 4? Morgan Riley's got to be a core. No?
No, it's Matthews, Marner, Nylander, and Tavares.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Morgan Riley. He's been there such a long time. He's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, he says, yep, Morgan Riley. Didn't they just sign him, though?
No, he signed a while ago.
No, not that while ago. I don't mean like this year, but it's only a couple of years.
Let's see. Tirana.
Riley's been there 12 years already, right? Jesus.
Yeah, he's been there a long time.
Yeah, he must want out at this point. You got to think some of these guys, they don't want to really say it to the public, but maybe they do want out. Oh, look, in the corner, bottom corner. Comments.
In this contract.
Okay, so I don't have to highlight them. They're there. It's a new feature. Okay, we're down to a minute 15. Sorry, go ahead.
Morgan Riley signed the first year of his new contract was the 22-23 season. So you're right, Rick. It was recently.
Yeah, it's 2-3 years.
I don't know why. I thought he signed a while ago. But like at least
I'm surprised I'm surprised it's that far back, but my memory is sometimes I have trouble with how many years it's been.
Is this okay? So this would have been year 3 of that contract. So okay.
So I would have thought 2, but okay. Still, again, they must have signed him 8 seasons.
Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah, so he probably wants to go somewhere he can win a cup before his career's over.
And he's not on a terrible contract. He's only making 7.5.
With the cap going up, that's not bad, right? Especially with the cap going up.
No, he's a solid first pair D, man. Like he's a solid defenseman. I mean, I would take him if I didn't have shit for brains for my defense, but in the form of Nikita Zadorov.
If they're smart over there, you do a rebuild, you move them, and you can get some good assets for Morgan Riley.
Right? That was decent for the guy.
Yeah, you can get a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and a high prospect, I would say.
That's about
For
right.
Morgan Riley, I think you get a first-round pick.
That's
Yeah,
what
first,
I
a
said.
second, and an A
Oh, I
prospect.
thought. Okay, I thought he just said second. I'm sorry.
No.
But I think would probably want like a ready roster player also in that deal. So maybe like you forego the second or something, you get a roster player. And
Well, if they signed him in the off, like if they did it in the off
rebuilding.
season, and then they could try and do it for like they could try and sign Ekblad, like you know what I mean? They could swap
if they're rebuilding, you want assets coming back, not necessarily
Yeah.
players. But I don't know
Ekblad's
what
a free agent.
I know, but I'm saying if they're trading Riley, I don't know what's in their system though. So
Nothing.
But
We took Fraser Minton.
yeah. Well, 'cause then I guess, yeah.
you
If
think
you're gonna sign Ekblad, then like you might as well just keep Riley, I would think. But then again, you get the assets with Ekblad, so
you think Matthew Nice is going to get offer sheeted?
I think
No.
they sign him before he gets offer sheeted.
He's going to get $8 million. I don't see him getting more than that right now.
And he says
No, he's not getting
stay.
over. He's not getting more than 8. No.
He says he wants to stay.
Yeah,
I
they all
know.
say that. Listen,
Okay.
listen. John Tavares told the Islanders fans, the
I know.
organization, that he wanted to say, yeah, that
I
doesn't.
know.
Yeah, that doesn't.
He
mean
used
shit.
Montreal that year. He used Montreal. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go there." He took a meeting, and he never showed up and signed with Toronto. But he used Montreal in the negotiations with Toronto. Like, hey, I could go there. Give me money.
And Toronto was like, "Oh, well, we don't want that. That's another Canadian team. Here's $7 million. Here's like $9 million because we love you."
Now, I'll say this about Tavares. I saw a bunch of the guys they interviewed after the game, the loss and everything. He took responsibility.
Good.
No, but at least he did, though. And
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, at least, yeah.
it's like
Not like the other
he
two.
did. He took responsibility. He owned up to it. Like at least that. Like not what Matthews freaking said.
That seems like captain material, Rick. Seems like captain material.
Right? They should not have pulled the C off of his sweater. Like they really shouldn't have.
Wait,
In the end.
Matthews took responsibility after the games.
Not
Did he?
really. He said we had too many passengers. In game 7. Like you're what? You weren't a passenger there, dude.
I think he was talking about like former Demons chips on the shoulder.
Whatever he was talking about, it did not come across well.
Yeah, it didn't come across very well. His interview didn't come across very well.
By the way, guys, Rick's new nickname, we're calling him Slags.
No, not really we yet, but you did, and I'm leaning into it. You gave me a nickname. I don't think I've ever had a nickname really that stuck. So
I don't think pain in the ass. That's just too much of a nickname.
Oh, isn't that what Slags is short for?
No.
Oh. Explain. How'd you come across it? How'd you come up with it?
What, Slags?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an acronym.
Stupid little asshole. Go screw yourself?
No.
That'd be Slagsy. So what's it an acronym for?
You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, okay. Make me want to worry about it. What happened to Horvat over in the Worlds? I know.
Was it a knee? Could it be? Was it a knee?
I don't know if he's injured or not. I know.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt at the Worlds.
Okay, so he got hurt. That explains why you're not seeing him in the.
Yeah, Porter
news.
Martone is going to is meeting up with Team Canada.
Interesting replacement for Horvat. So you're saying the Islanders will draft Porter Martone first overall?
No.
I don't think Martone's going to go first.
Horvat's
overall.
being replaced at the World at the IHF
by Porter Martone.
I gotcha.
Porter Martone.
So Matthews wouldn't talk about his injury that he says happened in training camp. A lot of ex-hockey players think it's his back.
Yeah, that's what I heard today too. They think it's his back.
Yeah.
Why? It's not like it's hurting because he was carrying the team or anything.
No, but they're saying the way he's doing things. It makes them think if their back was hurt, that's how they would do certain things on the ice, you know? I mean, I don't know.
Like what? What are they going to do to that ice, Rick?
I don't know.
Is it consenting ice?
Well, his name's not JD Vance.
Who's that?
I don't know why I said that. It's not a couch.
I'm not.
It's not a couch. I don't know what I was talking about. Some media questioned why he played in the Four Nations. Matthews? That's a good question, actually. If his back or whatever it was hurt since training camp, like, why did, at least Matthew Tkachuk, I think that's where he got injured. So
yeah, he got hurt at the Four Nations.
Right? It's not the same thing, right? So, I don't know. I think, for me, Matthews played at the Four Nations because his ego said that USA was going to win, and he wanted to be there. Who was the captain? Was he captain? Yeah, and he wanted to captain that. But they didn't win, and maybe one of the reasons was Matthews was not a leader. We had Sidney Crosby and McDavid, pretty good leaders.
Dude, it went to overtime. What do you mean, dude? So. The Four Nations went to overtime against the U.S., did it not?
Mm-hmm.
What? The Four Nations was what?
The Four Nations went to overtime with the U.S. Like, Canada went to overtime with the U.S. in that championship game.
Right. And who fucked up and caused that overtime goal?
Matthews.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't understand what that has to do with him being a leader. I just don't understand that. That was just a bad hockey play, which he's known for.
He's still a bad leader.
Crickets.
I don't know.
What, you think Matthews is a good leader?
I don't think he's a good leader, but I don't know. Missing a coverage assignment. It happens to everybody.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay, I'll give you that.
I'll give you worse. That. Could be Nick Suzuki.
It's a split-second decision. He made the wrong one. It does happen to anybody. I'll agree. I hate Matthews, so I'm gonna say what I said. I mean, what do you want from me? But I mean, I will.
Could be worse. Could be Radko fucking Gudis. What do you want?
No, that's like anybody could have made that mistake. Anybody could have.
I like Gudis.
Awesome. Why? Because he just basically did a woo in front of the Maple Leafs goaltender. Yeah, what a dick.
Did he retire, or I'm wrong?
No, he's the captain of the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah, he's captain of Anaheim. Yeah,
I know he's captain of Anaheim, but
because that locker room couldn't get any fucking worse. Let's make Radko Gudis our fucking captain.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope Montreal realizes.
Oh, and on top of that, let's trade for former butt fuck asshole Jacob Trouba. Let's just nuke the whole culture.
I hope Montreal realizes that the culture still, especially they just hired Coach Q, that players might not be happy, and they go and offer sheet McTavish, and I think he might sign an offer sheet. You're gonna have to pay him good money. You're gonna have to pay him, but man, I think that kid might be. If they're gonna go for a young guy to bring in as our second line center, that's a guy I like. If you're going to go for a young guy that's going to be around for a long time, I like McTavish.
How much
does you're going to go for a veteran? Suzuki makes 7.87. Doesn't matter. They'll pay somebody more.
If you pay,
they'll pay somebody more. The GM
and
said
have
it already.
Play as your second line center. I don't. See
no,
that.
McTavish would be your second line center. I think to start at least the first year or two, until McTavish either outplays Suzuki or something happens to change it. But salary, I don't think that's a problem. Suzuki's making 7.87 because Hughes has already said if they acquire a player that deserves more money then they have no problem to pay somebody more than Suzuki.
Well, it's unfortunate because that's just how it's going to have to happen.
Of course, they got Suzuki on a bargain.
That's just how salary cap increases work.
But they got Suzuki on a bargain before the increases were announced. That doesn't mean they're going to get everybody on a fucking bargain, right? So
but like I mentioned a lot of times, no matter what, like unless you like really offer sheet something like stupid ridiculous, Anaheim is just gonna match.
Gonna match because they do have the money. But I'd like to see them make the attempt. That's all.
Anaheim has $38.6 million in cap space going into the
I think they're
season.
fine.
True.
They have 16 players signed, so they have a couple players they have to sign, but their biggest RFAs are him and Lucas Dostal. Or else, other than that, they don't have
but they got
anybody
plenty of
major
money.
to sign.
Yeah, I got plenty of money.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to acquire Aaron Ekblad too, just to try and make that additional step. They need help on the right defensive side.
What do you think it would take to make a trade to acquire McTavish? Would it even be possible? You think Anaheim would even consider it?
I honestly
kind of don't think they would.
I think the whole McTavish thing is fan driven because I don't think Anaheim wants to trade him.
No, I wouldn't want to trade him. The only way you would acquire him is through an offer sheet.
Yeah, and
even that, if that's the case, they have that much money. That's kind of useless.
Now, you could go for Leo Carlson because you don't know, or you could go for Trevor Zegras because right now they're saturated at center and they're going to be slated to pick another center at their draft position.
I heard Zegras' name again attached to Montreal the other day. I didn't read the whole story. So I just said I saw his name being attached to Montreal again.
Yeah, because honestly, Zegras is the only guy I can see that's available.
Yeah, I don't want
Zegras to play center.
I don't think Zegras is the right guy for Montreal. He's too small. We need a bigger guy, a guy that's meaner, bigger, more physical. I don't think Zegras needs to build at all.
Would you trade away Line
I think they might, to be honest. Think they might
trade away Line to get Zegras, and then
we don't need Zegras.
You're not listening. Those two little knobs on the side of your head are called ears.
No, they're headphone things.
Rick, I'm going to slap you so hard.
I had to say it.
Come here, Rick. Right, just want to smack you. I'm going to take a 5-hour drive up to Montreal just to slap you or bonk you on the nose, and then I'm going to come home.
Then you can come over, Cam. We'll have a beer.
Sure. What's the
I'm going to stop at Eric's house.
What's the purpose of your visit to Canada, sir? Slags. I'm going to get that guy.
I have to go get Slags.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Slags? It's a drug dealer. Don't worry about it. He's well renowned. The fact that you don't know about him means that I am the savior. I need to go handle this situation.
Yeah, there you go.
Please, the most resistance I'm going to meet going into Canada is a fucking moose.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's pretty intimidating.
I had to slow down because there was a goose crossing the road.
A goose?
There's a goose crossing the road.
Oh, Canada goose?
Yeah.
That's our advanced force.
Exactly.
No, you guys could realistically trade away Line to then get Zegras, and then I don't know. You save a couple million in that deal, and then you can go sign a guy in free, like a left wing in free agency. You could go do it. You can go get Nikolai Ehlers.
Listen, I'm not saying they're going to trade Line. I'm not saying that, but I don't see it as something that's not possible.
Go for Ryan O'Reilly.
I think Line kind of exposed his game.
Jared McCann.
So. Yeah, I think Jared McCann is a possibility for.
Yeah, I think Jared McCann
and O'Reilly. You said Ryan O'Reilly. I think that's a guy that could fit the bill for 2-3 seasons for them. Duchesne, Matt Duchesne could be a guy. Although I don't know what he costs now. He had a really good season.
Both short. Well, Matt Duchesne right now makes $3 million. I wouldn't anticipate him making more than $6 million at his age.
After what, he had 82 points, didn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Even with he's not going to get more than $7 million, I think.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, still, that's $7 million.
I still say he's going to make less than or equal to 7.
Ehlers, if you're talking about Montreal for Ehlers, he's a winger. Why do we need a winger?
No, if you were to get rid of Line, you could go for him.
Like if you trade for a center, let's say, and then you could, if you get rid of Line and then replace him with Ehlers.
Yeah, like if you go get say Ryan O'Reilly and they're just like, oh, we'll give us Line and you're like, okay, and so then you trade 1 for 1, Although I think, you're going to need to give us a smidge more to Nashville for that. Like, not a lot more. Maybe a third or a fourth attached to that. Just because of Ryan O'Reilly's, like, proven history. And then you can go sign Ehlers for 8x8.
But I think BL's right here. I don't think teams are going to be lined up for Line A right now.
I don't think so either.
His game, he exposed what his game is.
I'll give you $5 for him.
But it have to be like bad contract for bad contract or something like that.
I just don't think he's found the system that he can benefit from. I don't know.
Yeah. But then again, even like down the stretch towards the end of the season, I don't know how healthy he was. So I don't know if that was really playing a factor. So honestly, the best thing Montreal, I think your best case scenario is you keep him. He has a really hot start to the season. Hopefully, cross your fingers.
Yeah,
and
you're able to move him.
You're able to move, like, depending on where Montreal is at that point. You either move him, retain half the salary, and move him, and recuperate whatever you can get, or like, hey, found gold, man. If he's producing at a high level, why not?
If he had, yeah. But I mean, they might not wait. I mean, this might be an off-season move, so they might not give him that chance during the season. But I think that is how it'll go, right? They'll see how he goes at the beginning of the season. Maybe around Christmas time, if things are good, they resign him. If they're not, you're looking at him being moved at the deadline, probably. If they can, and if not, he walks.
I got plenty of centers I could give you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, who?
I could give you Marat Husnudinov.
No.
Second. Wow. I'm trying to save you money here, Rick.
No, what we don't need to be saving money on a second line center.
Well, you have $8 million in cap space projected next year, according to Puckpedia.
They need quality, and they're going to have to pay to get a guy. It's not going to be cheap, that's for sure.
Like I said, you have $8.6 million to work with next year.
We got Carey Price's 10.5, and I think you're going to see Carey Price's contract get moved.
Carey Price's 10.5 ends this year, according to Puckpedia.
It ends. You've got one more season left. Yeah.
One more year.
You have $8 million. I'm on the cap projections right now. It says you have $8 million.
And if you put him on LTIR, you got $18 million.
Oh, I don't know. Is his contract up next year? Or is it dead?
We've got one more year left.
We've got one more.
Oh yeah.
Like,
they're not including in the LTIR.
Don't be surprised if they move him, because they're going to want that $10 million before the season starts, and they don't really want to have to put him on LTIR before the season starts.
You might have to give up a little bit of a pick for that, like a third round.
So they'll do that. Of course, you have to give up a pick. Although, if a team needs him to get to the floor, now you're even up. You get
but if you're asking someone to just blatantly take on $10 million, I don't think you're going to get that. You're probably going to have to retain 50%.
But he's not owed very much money.
He's
got a big signing bonus, but once that's paid, he's got like $2 million owed to him as far as actual money from the team. That's attractive to teams where you don't have to pay out much, and you get that 10 to reach the ceiling.
Yeah, but it's about the salary cap piece. So like they still have to retain like $10 million in total cap.
You're talking about a team that needs the contract to reach the floor. And there are teams that will have that. Will have that need. So you're limited in who he could go to, but there are teams that will need it.
Yeah, you're still going to have to ask. Like you're going to need a couple, like a third round pick with that or something, because it's a lot of money.
So you can send them. Like, what do you think? We don't have picks? We got tons of picks. It's not a problem.
No, that's fine.
So I don't think that's a problem in any way. I have no idea. I thought Matt would be here tonight, but as you see, he is not. Although I'll say he didn't confirm and say he was going to be in tonight. So
he's too busy getting whipped at the current moment.
Oh, I should say though, Monday after the pod, he said see you on Wednesday. So yeah, They are coming back.
No, you misheard what he said. He said I'm going to the ICU on Wednesday.
No, because we were the last two to leave, so we talked for a few minutes after the pod.
Yeah, did he tell you where my freaking blogs were?
No, I think at one point he had already told me this a while back that he's just too good of a writer for our website.
The man can barely spell the word "the."
I'm just telling you what he said. He told me, don't tell Cam, but this is the reason why. So just don't tell him. Nobody. Shh.
The man has trouble spelling letters.
I'm probably making this up, by the way. I forget why. He told me it was a while back.
The only thing he's good at writing is his name in the snow with his piss.
There you go. Hey, that's not easy.
That's actually really fucking hard.
It is okay.
Really hard.
Because listen, we all did it when we were younger. So
younger, I did it this winter.
Oh, there you go. Well, you're younger than me.
Eric's like, yeah. While I was going and skiing down the slopes, I really had to piss, so I just spread eagled for a real quick second, and I just freaking pissed.
Now that's a challenge.
Yeah,
Skiing your name in the snow while you're skiing. That's
come on.
Well, at that point, Eric, it's cursive.
That has a hell of a long name too.
I'll tell you one thing though: the people behind me did not like it.
Why was
out the window of your car?
No, when I was skiing, the people behind me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, went wide.
So what do we got here? We got 13 shots to 9 for Edmonton, and it's a tie game at 1. Almost 2 minutes in on our clock or our screen.
You want to hear a funny story with Vogel involving P?
Sure.
All right, so him and I, like when we were in college, we were going to a Screamfest up in New Hampshire, and I was hammered, but he was driving, and I really had to go to the bathroom. But he was like, "I'm not pulling over, dude. We're already late." I'm just like, "Fine, but I'm gonna pee out your window if we don't get there soon or do something about it." And he just goes, "You do that, I will literally roll my window up on it." Well, I still have the manhood, so I guess he wasn't good on that promise.
Wow, you're not gonna roll the window up and get it all inside.
No, he was gonna close it on the thing. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I mean.
Oh, hey, ho, hey, ho, wait, ho, we have a guest.
Ooh, that was a little close there. Bad angle.
Hello, motherfuckers.
Speak of the devil. Hey, we can't stop. We can't. He's here now.
Ooh, how we get the chat up on the screen? I like that.
Yeah, it's a new thing that just happened. They just came today because when I logged in, that was.
I like that.
This is new.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, except for Eric. I'll have to adjust. Well, I can do that now. Let me adjust.
I mean, listen, I love Eric, but like, do we really need to see his face? Like,
yeah, it's okay. I can adjust him out of there.
Mouth.
I can adjust him out of there.
You shut that cock holster you call a mouth.
Bro, can you tell me how, like, you don't get tossed from a game for fucking ripping a puck at somebody? Like, I still can't believe Ghost played the rest of that game.
Well, that's the playoffs.
Wait, what happened?
I know Marchand took a run at Ghost. Ghost kind of bumped him back and then got the puck and shot the puck at him. Marchand got tossed out of the game. Ghost didn't.
Yeah, it's bad. Can't do that.
Gostisbehere got I think he just got 2 minutes for roughing. Marchand got tossed.
Well, what did the puck get? Did the puck get 2 minutes for roughing too? Shit.
No, but even the announcers were like, "Hey, come on! Like, you didn't hit him, but like, you can't shoot the puck at guys."
I think I want to answer this because Joe has to go. Joe, I think that's something they're gonna look at.
I'll be back
in the offseason. I really do.
Hey, you know what? If Montreal can shed some salary, they could take a run at Ekblad if he's not resigned.
BL wants to know, Matt, did you get a rose on Bachelorette tonight, or you got eliminated?
I got eliminated, unfortunately.
Oh, we feel bad.
Tonight was my night to cook, and Alicia's a little under the weather. So I want to make sure she was good before I popped on.
Yeah. Excuses.
Been a good game though so far. I've been kind of following it on Twitter.
Time to show your face on camera.
I can't unplug my mouse or else it's gonna die.
I'm
So
just
I can't
bugging
plug
you.
my camera in.
I just bugging you. Excuses. Don't worry about it. We're used to it. Crickets. All of a sudden, everyone got quiet.
Good stop, Ottinger.
Who was surprised at last night's score in the game?
Not really surprised.
Nobody? Anybody out there surprised how Florida was the dominant team in a game that they had no rest, where Carolina was rested.
But like that happens a lot more often than you'd think in like series like that.
Because of something, and I said this on the pod on Monday.
Yeah,
is it's that rhythm they get into, and I've seen a couple of ex-hockey players saying exactly that. It's easier to keep going than to take 3-4 days off. Joe says a boring game, not surprised. I think overall kind of on the boring side, but there's been moments in this game that have been pretty exciting and fast paced. But it's also two teams have been waiting a bit. No, Dallas not that long, but Edmonton. How many days in between series did these guys have? I'm trying to think.
Well, Dallas' series ended what was it, last Saturday night or Friday?
It was
That was Saturday night, right?
Monday. Yeah, it might have been Saturday. You might be right.
But Edmonton ended theirs in like the middle of last week, I think.
Right. Okay, so that's probably why we're seeing this. It's actually not as
I think literally a week from today, last week today.
Yeah,
I think.
I know it doesn't seem like it would make sense that Florida probably has the edge in that, because they're in their rhythm and it doesn't change. And apparently that's better for them. And I've heard this many times over the years that that's true. So
It's off win. Seems like Dallas having a little bit more control this period. Oh.
Penalty coming up right there.
Yeah. Bodies and sticks went flying.
Do that.
Nope. Was that Harley or it was
Mason Marchment?
Okay, I thought it was he's mentioned Harley's name. That wasn't Harley. Have a good night, Joe. Thanks for being here. You know that, as always. We'll see you next time. Edmonton 1-5, Dallas 7. That might be a difference too, right? But I think it works in Dallas's favor, honestly. Edmonton had a long wait. Well, just the one game. By next game, it should be fine. All right. I don't know what their power play numbers have been in the playoffs so far, but usually Edmonton has a good power play. What do you think? Edmonton going to score on this? I think Ryan Nugent-Hopkins might score. I'm going to give it to him if they get a goal.
Yeah, it could be. Well, see if Dawes can kill this one. Oh,
I got it right.
Did you know in advance?
I'm not saying.
Like, how did you get that? Like, literally,
look in the chat.
Seconds later.
Look in the chat. BLRNH. I know what he's doing.
When I'm watching the game, I don't see the chat.
Oh, you don't see the chat? Okay, yeah, but that's BL sort of gave it away without really
okay.
giving it away. But I know his signal.
Oh,
No, I mean Ottinger should have had that. I think.
that was a nice shot. It was wide open.
Well, power play goal. 2-1 Edmonton. Almost halfway through. A little, they're getting to the halfway point of the game.
Oh,
turnover.
giveaway shot.
Ooh, that could have been a bad giveaway there. Jesus. So Nuge from McDavid and Draisaitl. That's
Shocker.
Surprise.
yeah, shocker, exactly.
I've always liked Nuge.
It's okay, Bill. I don't mind. They don't pick up on it. Nobody's upset. It's all good. Don't worry. Every now and then, once they forget, then I'll use it again, and they'll be shocked. And I like that.
Keanu. Yeah, my guy.
Yeah, but it's Rogers. I would not have.
Yeah,
Rogers.
I know.
Nope. Hope they're paying him good money.
Keanu, awesome. Rogers, shit.
Shit.
Fuck. Oh, fuck, man. I actually got a call. I guess it was like a year or two ago because I used to be with Rogers like a long time ago for my cell phone.
Me too.
And they like I had a terrible experience and then I left. But they keep on calling me like every year,
Yep.
So at one point, I think it was last year, the year before, they called me and like I'm on the phone with the guy, and I tell the guy my price, what I'm paying right now, and everything I have, because they call you, oh, we got this offer, it's so good.
Yeah.
So I tell him my offer. I tell him what I'm paying right now. I'm like, you guys, you can't match this. But he's still insisting. But I'm like, okay, so I'm like, give me your offer. So he tells me like his special, like what he can offer me. I'm like, dude, I'm paying. What you're offering me is $15 more than what I'm paying now. Oh yeah, but this. And I'm like, what? I'm telling you, I'm on the phone. Like, why are you wasting my time? Like, can you match Can you at least match what I'm paying now? He's like, no. So I'm like, why are you keeping me on the phone?
Some of them will say yeah, and then you go, okay, so switch me, and then you find out he's lying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just like, how dumb are you? Like, come on.
Well, and also, did he sound like he was Canadian?
No, it was like, no, he was Canadian.
Okay, because usually he comes from some country.
No, it was like a legit guy. I'm like, buddy, I'm like, you're not giving me any specials here.
Yeah, that's just stupid. Anyways, if that happens and I answer and they don't want to hear me, I just say, all right, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
But when you're like, so like, is it me? Am I not explaining myself?
No, it's the quality of the people they hire.
Okay.
Plus, I think they're told to not take no for an answer.
I would have to think so because
keep trying.
Like, why would I switch?
Yeah.
If I'm going to pay more, and I think that's even one point that I told him, I'm like, why would I switch to pay you more?
Right. Like, why would I do that? And for shitty service. Here, David says Rogers is monopoly in Alberta, and they always fuck him. And yeah, they try. Listen, if you don't, with most of the cell phone companies, if you don't look at your bill and make sure they're not overcharging you, they will try to overcharge you because most people don't look at the bill and they pay it. And they try to get away with that, and they get away with it a lot, and they make a lot of extra money that way. And I know because I used to be with Fido a long time ago, and they did that to me all the time. And I'd call, and they'd give me rebate. And after a few times, they stopped overcharging me. because they saw I checked my bill.
The problem, you know what the problem is though? At one point, Rogers was actually a decent company, like a long time ago.
Yeah, it had to be a long time ago.
But like once they actually started like picking up steam and really challenging Bell and becoming that like that monster company again, it's like that's when it's like like no, that was
years ago. I switched to Shaw for home phone. Like this is years ago, and like 2 years later or a year later, Rogers bought them. And I was like, oh, fuck. They just made it 3. It is 3-1. I just looked over and saw that. Bouchard, I think, right? Bouchard, let's go.
Yeah, I think so.
3-1. Edmonton pouring it on.
The board does not look happy.
The board looking like, hey, at least get me to game 7. I don't know. Are we gonna get to game 7?
Oh man!
Holy crap! What happened? I left for like a fucking couple seconds, and it's 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah,
that's what happened. It's 3-1.
Oh my god!
Nice shot.
Freaking rocket!
Yeah, Bouchard's got a bomb though.
Yeah.
He gonna get paid this summer.
Well, initially in this first game, me, the only one who's taking Edmonton, looks good so far.
So far, yeah.
So far, I mean, it's only game 1.
Hey, listen, fellas, I actually have to hop off. Got a bit of an early day tomorrow, but take care. Have a good rest of the stream. All right.
All right.
All right, Cam. See you, buddy.
Ciao, ciao.
Have a good one.
Take it easy, crowd. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Ooh, someone hit a post. He's still there. There we go. I didn't know he was leaving early. That seems rather sudden.
Yeah.
Carriage just got there.
Oh, do we have a little chance here? Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know if I had a satellite with Shaw back then, but yeah.
But I thought Shaw didn't operate in Quebec though.
Shaw sucked. Yeah, they that's why we got it. They just came into Quebec. And it's like, oh, I hate Bell, I hate whatever. I will give them a try, and then freaking Rogers bought them. So yeah. Filibuster not in Eric's not in Dallas. He's in Montreal. Mm-hmm. Eric's in Montreal. He's a fellow Montrealer.
Yes, sir.
We live on opposite sides of the island, but he is on the island.
I'm an East Ender.
Yep.
Oh, am I for Dallas? Yeah, I'm rooting for Dallas, actually, though. I think that's what he means.
Oh, I just realized that I read it wrong. I thought he said you in Dallas.
I'm actually rooting for Dallas only because I've always had like a soft spot for Dallas. They've always kind of been like my West team. So I always like Dallas.
I'll be back in a sec. I gotta go get something. Be right back.
Like I wouldn't be disappointed if I was super disappointed if Edmonton won, but I'd like to see Dallas win. Yeah, he did read it wrong, Bielman. What else is new, right?
Noisy. I'm back.
Welcome back.
I gotta eat something. So
I'm
eating something off camera. No more scoring?
No.
BL, why are you surprised that I might have read something wrong? At least I own up to something like that.
Commercial break. Yeah, I don't care about these commercials.
They play this same commercial over and over and over. It's for, I guess, Sobeys. So that's we don't have Sobeys here. We don't have Sobeys here in Quebec. But it's out west.
Sobeys, no.
It's a Western Canada store.
There's a wait.
I think
there's a Sobeys plant here.
We used to have Sobeys. The one I know was in Chateauguay. It's the only time I ever saw a Sobeys in Quebec.
Wait, they own
oh yeah, they're part of a chain. Yeah, I don't know what they're like. I don't know if that's. I think Sobeys. I think that's the head of that's the top of the chain.
Because Loblaws is Maxi
and Provigo.
Yeah, I think Sobeys is no, it's not Metro.
Yeah, I think that might be. IGA is independent. I don't know if it's part of Sobeys.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, so maybe because I know there's a Sobeys here in the East End, not a grocery store, but like a warehouse.
Yeah, because they obviously have stuff here, but I don't know how many stores they have in Quebec. But I know there was one in Chateauguay. It might still be there, but I never went in it though.
I didn't think they have one.
I used to do when I used to work for ICS Courier. I had a route. I was in Chateauguay every day for a while.
Let's see, Edmonton.
Wake up, Matt, says Bill. Matt,
I'm up.
Wake up. Matt has to sing tomorrow. He doesn't want to hurt his voice. I'm assuming.
Spitty.
BL says Sobeys is a Nova Scotia company out of Stellarton, Nova Scotia. Pictou County. That's where Jeff lived, in Pictou County. Okay, I didn't know it was Nova Scotian. Honestly, I thought it was from out west.
Pictou County. I figured it was from Ontario or something.
No, I thought it was from BC, actually, and the western provinces, prairies, and
because there's a guy was a chef that I knew that he ended up getting a job for Sobeys, but he had in Ontario, so he had to go to a plant in Ontario or something, and I forget what the fuck he was doing there, but coming up with recipes or something for their.
Yeah, I think they're bigger in the English provinces, not in Quebec.
Oh, that's cool though. A Nova Scotian company, that big. They're huge. Sobeys is huge.
They are big, yeah. It's a big chain. All right, what do we got here? 8:10 left on our screen.
Yep.
19-14 shots on goal for Edmonton. It's 3-1 Edmonton. Not the most exciting game though.
No. I find the play I find was better in the first. I was starting to become a little sluggish.
I hope it's not the kind of series, but I don't think so. I think just opening game is going to happen sometimes.
Yeah. Teams are feeling each other out. Let's see,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Plus, like we said, they're they've had time off, so.
Dallas got to get one. Get one more before the end of the period. Let's go. Come on, boys.
I guess Alex isn't going to pop in. I thought he was going to pop in.
Yeah, he said he might come, but we'll see. Maybe pop in for the third. Pop in. Where is Wyatt Johnson? Where is
He's been well. I mean, there's a bunch of Stars players that kind of need to wake up for offense, and it's showing in this game right now. You know?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it really is. Come on, and Jason Robertson, like, I get that he's hurt, but like, how many games now that he's back? He's been back for a while.
Yeah, no, you're right. He should be scoring. But I saw, I don't know if it was the last game they played. He said, he's trying to get his game going and blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's Alex. Okay, hang on, Alex. I'll set us up.
Eric in the locker room be like,
hold on 1 second. Get my damn TV on. Hold on.
Those pesky TVs.
I grabbed the remote.
Jason Robertson.
Oh, woo!
Nice move to get in.
That was pretty.
Yeah, nice moves there by John.
Oh, wrong window.
Almost us, everyone.
Not bad.
Very good.
Yeah, so Edmonton sent a little bit of a statement tonight.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. It's not the most exciting game, but I mean, yeah.
Nobody shot a puck at anybody yet.
Yet.
Exactly.
Yet.
Old man groans.
Jason Robertson, 6 games played this playoffs, 1 assist, -3.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, he's not been too effective. I noticed that too. You gotta wonder if he's 100%.
He's probably
I
not.
don't think he is.
100%. I mean, who is really at this point in the year?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like there's a difference between playing hurt and playing injured.
Yeah, no, that's true.
No,
He's
true.
probably not 100% recovered. Whatever it was that kept him.
No
out.
one's 100%, but there's guys out there that are 90%, 85%.
No, but
he's probably like 65, 70.
He was injured and came back for the playoffs, so he might not be fully recovered from whatever the injury was.
Hey, Andre, how you doing tonight, bud?
It was actually I looked it up before. It was a knee injury for Robertson.
Yeah, so there you go.
Did Cam just depart?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit ago.
Yeah, about like 5 minutes ago.
Out with the old and in with the new. I'm just kidding.
That's it.
Alex, you're older than him.
I don't think he meant it that way.
Yeah.
By like a year. Alex, you're 31?
33.
Oh, you're 2 years older than
even worse.
3 years old. He just turned 30.
Then I'm 3 years older than
Oh
him.
wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He said it's 30.
Yeah, you're just an old man.
Yeah. I'm the middle ground of this group.
I'm the.
Gordy, you're what, 27?
Yeah.
He's
I'm
the youngest.
baby.
I wish I was still in my 20s.
So do I.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Eric's like,
Yeah.
I'm 58. No, I'm just kidding.
But I wouldn't want to go back to my 20s unless I could go back.
Eric, how old are you?
But, okay,
I'm 40. I'm gonna be 41 in August.
Aaron's age.
I wouldn't want to go back to my 20s unless I
great to be friends.
could be as wise as I am today, if I am wise.
Man, fuck all that. I'd rather live shit for the first time. Get the snap of it.
Go back.
Aaron, you got to take a razor blade to your face ASAP, bro.
I know. I got to shave.
What the fuck is this? Like mutton? You got like mutton chops.
I had to shave. I think I'm going to do that after the stream tonight, honestly. I got a haircut on Saturday.
How did your beard grow like that, but it like doesn't come down?
I don't know, bro. I just don't know.
It's so weird.
I get just patches of shit.
No, I'm looking at your mustache. Why is it coming off like mutton chops instead of like filling in?
I don't know. It just does. I can't explain it. It's always been like that. It just gets fucking scruffles right there. That's it.
Genetics. It's genetics.
But that's the thing. My dad can grow a good beard. I can grow a good mustache, and I can grow a goatee. But this sucks.
But it's weird. Like, it's like me and Eric, like ours goes like right down the lip and connects like down to like the goatee. Yours curls off. It's the funniest thing.
Mine just, you ever see the meme where you have the car and then the hard exit? Yeah, that's my beard is taking that hard exit.
You should keep that mustache curl though. You look like a fucking like Bond villain. Like keep the goatee. It's like just go from like right where it starts to curl.
I was telling myself I was going to shave this morning, but then I woke up a little too early, and I said, I think I'm going to.
Oh, McDavid. Making one of his rushes up the ice.
I got to say, Connor's had a good game tonight. That's for sure.
Who?
The big two. He's had a few good moves like that.
Oh, Connor. Yeah. He always does.
Oh, good save by Ottinger.
This is weird. Usually the stream we have here is ahead of my TV, but tonight my TV's ahead of it.
That's Sportsnet for you.
Maybe because Cam usually streams it.
Miss anything? No.
Rick, have we gotten dinged for the sound?
Have we got what?
Have we gotten dinged for the sound?
You guys shouldn't hear the sound. I mean, you shouldn't hear the sound on
the stream.
In the stream room, that's what it is. That's what was throwing me off. Yep, no, we're good.
Jesus, scared me there for a sec.
I put it up and I'm like, why am I hearing sound? I'm like, what the? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, because when I do the stream, you guys can hear the sound. Cam, I don't think Cam knew where to activate the sound from.
Yeah.
Isn't it something that we may end up getting? I mean, it's only game one, not to get ahead of ourselves, but the way these first two games have gone, we could be getting a cup rematch.
Yeah.
Mind you, I still like Dallas to win this series.
I have it as Edmonton, Florida for winning their series.
I'm the only one out of the group that still has a cup team left, so I got to keep it alive.
Well, in this first game, it doesn't look like that's a great bet, but it's just game one.
Yeah, it's just game one.
I think if I remember correctly, Colorado won game 1 too.
Game one, you can't judge a series on game one.
Oh, facts.
No, and plus there's also another period to play, so Dallas. I wouldn't put it past Dallas to try to come back.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. There's a lot of hockey still.
Came back down 2 in game 7 against Colorado as well. I owe it to the Stars. The Stars helped us get our first round pick eliminated. Now they're going to help us get our second.
It'd be nice.
Good save.
There's nobody here watching us. Where's everybody? Wonder where everybody went. Are we boring tonight? I don't know.
All right.
All right. We got to get everything excited. Someone quick put Rick in a dunk tank.
How would that work?
We put you in a dunk tank. We ask you questions. For each one we get wrong, we press a button and we fall in the water.
There you go.
We promise we won't put sharks in it.
We can combine it. Shark Tank and Talking Habs game.
Did you guys see the odds for Mitch Marner's next team?
Yeah.
Chicago was first.
Chicago was first, and we were second. Like,
I was quite
Fucking-
surprised to see Mitch Marner have the Flyers as the second best odds to be his next team. Because I don't,
Doesn't make sense.
I'm going to be honest. I'd be mixed emotions if that happened. I'd be elated because you're adding a talent of that quality, even if he struggles in the playoffs. But then at the same time, like, it doesn't fill a need and it makes the log jam. You have it wing even worse. Now you have two guys off wing. So it's like a double-edged
You're never gonna
sword.
win
Oh,
shit
that's
either
gonna
with
be
him on your
penalty.
team. So I mean,
That's going to be a penalty. That's a no-no.
oh, that's it. No, plus if we gotta sign Marner, he's just gonna tie up so much cap space. Like,
I know. I think you should do it. I think it'd be great.
no,
If they do that, they
No.
have to move Owen Tippett.
It'd be hilarious. Flyers sign Mitch Marner to a 7-year, like $14 million deal. Next thing you know,
If they bring in Marner for some
Alex
whatever
is on the
reason,
news,
they have to
like,
move Owen Tippett.
fucking
Has to
driving to
move
the Tobin
Oh, yeah.
Bridge.
no. If they sign for some reason, if they sign Marner, they gotta get rid of Tippett. They gotta get rid of at least one big contract on the wing.
Tippett makes the most sense. That chopped 6.2 mil off the cap.
Hooking.
Now, I will say the Flyers will have a fuck ton of cap next year. That's the only other reason why it would make sense. They have like over 50 million right now. It's something lunacy.
That was a bit of a soft call there.
Yeah, I did think that was a little so of a call. I will agree.
But still got a bunch of players to sign too, though. That's why that's gonna take a big chunk of that money. Because you figure especially once Mishkov's contract, like his rookie deal is up, like he's gonna have to get paid.
I mean, yeah, he'll get over 10 mil for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, as of right now, they'd have honestly, it's not as bad as you think. They'd have 56 million as of right now, a little over 56 million, and they'd have Couturier, Tippett, Konechny, Mitchkov. I mean, actually, let me rephrase that. It's not going to be quite that much because I got the UFAs once they get signed. I mean, RFAs once they get signed. That'll be taken into effect for this cap number 2. So,
yeah, but they have 56 million, but they also have only 10 players under contract.
yeah,
23.
and no goalies.
Yeah, so yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it's a good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it.
13, at least 13 players that you gotta pay there. So
I don't think it happens. Like I said,
no.
I think honestly, Chicago and Carolina are the two teams that make the most sense.
I mean,
Chicago
you could
does
just
make a
play the
lot of
whole
sense.
season like 6-on-5. I think that'd be kind of funny.
So it looks like we are going to have a 3-1 after 2 periods of play. There's 1.1 second on the clock here. Edmonton up 3-1. They'll have Dallas will have 58 seconds power play time to start the third.
Yeah, hopefully they could take advantage on the power play for what's the remaining time in the beginning of the third, because got to get that one quick goal, at least make it a 1-goal game, and try and find that equalizer later, because it's not looking good for Dallas right now.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is.
I do, and I want the Edmonton pick to get better.
I kind of like it.
Gonna want to, yeah. Bobby Clark is gonna want to get paid too.
Bobby Clark's gonna want to get paid.
Yep.
Bobby Clark.
According to Biel, Bobby Clark is gonna want to get paid too.
Oh, did Nordy lose connection?
He may have.
I think I brought this up last time, but
oh yeah,
or on last. Hold on.
Where'd he go?
It just says there he is.
There's that.
Realistically, like I said, for us at least, I think we're going to go center hunting. I think we all know that. But.
Oh yeah, no. But I don't think I don't think they're not going to address it in free agency. That's for sure.
No, I think it's going to be trade. I do.
No. The only thing that I'm like, I don't know if he would do it, and like, if John Tavares would take like a 2-year contract, and even if it's like not obviously not that much money, but like even like I would like 7. Let's say he would take 2 by 7. Sorry,
I don't think he'd want to come here though.
No, he's gonna.
No, that's why I don't think so either. But like,
why would he want to go to a team that's like still semi-rebuilding? Like, we're not ready to compete next year, no matter what.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, out of all the free agents, he would kind of make the most kind of sense on a short-term contract.
I think if you're talking about a free agent center, I think Brock Nelson would make more sense than him, to be honest with you. At least with Nelson, cuppies.
Oh,
I guess. So everybody out there, I just want to say, we got merch. If you look in the description and you scroll down a little bit, you're gonna see there is a little shelf. It's got some merch. So if you do want something, this is something that's available. It's a mug with our new logo for Talking Habs. We got one for Don't Puck with Media as well. And I just I've got other for Talking Habs. There's all kinds. There's like 40 items. There's a bunch of items there. Different things, and there is also, this is for Don't Puck with Media, a nice white t-shirt. Anyway, it's available. Look in the description. I believe it is their shopping. I don't know what they show you there, but it's down there. If you're interested, check it out. All right, boys, back to you guys.
What was that one? Oh, Brock Nelson.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Nelson.
I think he'd make a little more sense than Tavares. He's a little bit younger, and you won't have to pay him probably quite as much either.
Yeah, the only thing with Brock Nelson,
I don't think it's going to be free agency personally. But
no. I don't think so either. But like, because like I look at it this way: like, if you're gonna bring in, because if we are gonna we have Luchenko, if we are gonna draft another center this year. Maybe having a guy like that on a short-term contract, like the reason why I say 2 years is because like it would line up perfectly with Mishkov's contract, so that as soon as Mishkov has to, his new contract would kick in, that contract would be gone.
Yeah, you can use some of the money you got from that to go right to Matvey. That makes sense.
Exactly, but like you said too, like I don't know.
I definitely think this team's going to look semi-different for sure next year. I'm looking forward to the moves. Usually the cup final is when a move or two is made. That's when you start seeing the first trades throughout the NHL. Is it during the cup final week? So I'm thinking early, mid-June, you'll see the first shoe or two to drop. Probably in about 2 weeks. I'll probably say 2.5 weeks, realistically.
For what? Them to make a trade or something?
Or anyone to make a trade. That's when usually the fireworks start a little bit before the deadline. Not before the deadline. I'm sorry, before the draft.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think if Montreal's going to make any trades, like whatever, it's going to be at the draft.
I think yours will be at the draft too, if anything. I think this year's draft is trade-wise in the first round is going to be a lot more active than prior years. Not saying the top 5 or 10.
Every year, kind of every year say that. But we say that every year, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really happen. So
it's gonna be so many trades.
The only reason why I say it this year compared to other years, a lot of first-round picks have been moved this year compared to last year. So teams that don't have a first-round pick might be looking to get back into the first round, or teams that do have first-round picks might be extra first-round picks might be willing to move some of those pieces in order to get either a player or move up in the draft. It's because a lot of the first-rounders are secluded to a chunk of the teams. We have 3. Nashville has 3. You guys have 2. Hold on. Let me actually look at the.
I think Calgary has 2 also.
Calgary is 2, and neither of them are their own when you look at it that
No,
way.
yeah, that's it. Neither are their own.
Weird. Chicago has 2. Columbus has 2. San Jose has 2. So think about it. Like, there are not. I mean, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Pitt
10
has
of
2
the
also.
first round
I don't know if you
picks
said them.
are owned by different teams. Well, there are 9 teams without a first round pick. So
That's available too.
and it kind of throws things a little bit. And then even if you want to go to the second round's got a lot of movement there too. Bruins have the Capitals. The Capitals have the Bruins pick. We have Anaheim's pick. You have Pittsburgh's pick. We have Columbus's pick. We have Calgary's pick. The Bruins have St. Louis' pick. San Jose has Ottawa's. Calgary is Colorado's.
All right.
Nashville is Tampa's. Tampa has the Kings. Seattle is the Leafs. Oh my God! There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't even want to keep going. I'm losing my breath.
That was a lot.
16 of the 32 second-round picks have been traded.
Nuts. Yeah,
So that means out of the first 2 rounds, 26 of the first 64 picks have been traded. There's going to be some movement this year. I really think that.
Well, we'll see.
Like I said, we say that pretty much every year. Just
no, we do. But I feel more confident this year just for the sheer fact that there's so many picks already clumped together with just a handful of teams that you're going to either see those teams try to move up or get a player, or the teams that aren't in the first try to move back into the first.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. I mean, as far as like, it's not a loaded first round.
After the top 6 is where like the drop off is projected a little bit.
So that could affect whether teams might feel it's not worth really trading up.
Schaefer and Misa are considered those top 2. Then Martone, Higgins, Frendell, and Dunoyer are kind of like the next tier. I've heard people hype up Jake O'Brien a little bit, Victor Eklund a little bit. Roger McQueen's a bit of a project who could definitely pan off. But then after that, it's a bunch of question marks for sure. I don't know what to expect.
By the way, if you guys do check out our pod, Pucking Around, next Monday, we are going to be talking about I'm not sure what we're doing because there's going to be a game and I'm not sure what we're doing exactly. But if we do the pod, we're going to talk about the free agent class that's coming up.
Oh, nice.
There's some really good names that I don't think a lot of them will still be there, but we're going to talk about it. So look forward to that, and hopefully you'll check that out. Pucking Around podcast right here on Don't Puck What Media. Okay, crickets now. Okay, so since it's quiet, I did want to show this again, just to show this. It's a new. I just made this. Actually, I made this a while back, but it's out there. If you guys are interested, if you follow the links in the shopping, what it says on there, it's a jar of mayonnaise, and it says mayonnaise.
Talking Habs mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Like
I got it.
Mayu, which I hope is okay. I don't know if I need to do any special copyright shit, but yeah,
I'm sure it's fine.
I have that for a good year, I would say, but I haven't had anywhere to, so I put it here. Anyway, if you guys are interested, like I said, go to the description for Talking Habs, and in the link is in the description. There's a link for the shopping, so check it out. I got, like I said, a bunch of things there.
I seen that BL. Dinoyer got named as QMJHL MVP. He's
Playoff,
really rising. I would not be
Playoff.
surprised if he
playoff.
tapped in the
It's a
top
playoff.
5 at all.
It said playoff MVP, just to let you know. Which is great. I mean, that's even like, you want a guy that steps up in the playoffs. There,
Sure.
There you go.
If he can be there at 6, I would not be disappointed.
No, I would not. Like I said, you should, as long as you don't overthink this crap, get one of the big 4 in the second tier.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get whoever's left.
Martone. I think he's gonna go in the top 5 to either Chicago or Utah. I feel pretty confident in saying that.
Eric, give them your theory about having a French Canadian player on your team.
Oh.
No, I think it's a valid theory.
Well, yeah, I actually, so I brought this up on me and Alex's podcast on the Flyer Gonna Flyer. I have this theory going that because ever since I've been a Flyers fan, I started following the Flyers since like the mid '90s, and that's it. Ever since then, they've been good when they've had a French Canadian born, or Québécois born in Quebec. Like I said, we had Eric Desjardins, who played for us in the mid '90s all the way into the 2000s, and he was a star defenseman for us, and we were very competitive. We were very good. Then in 2000, we got Simon Gagné, who also born in Quebec, and he was a star player for us, and we were very good. And then after him, we signed Danny Briere, who was also from Quebec, and he was very good for us. And while he was very good for us, we were a very good team. And then as soon as Danny started hitting his career started to slide, and then we eventually got rid of him, the Flyers have been pretty bad ever since. And since then, we have not had a pure French Canadian on the team. And what I mean by a pure French Canadian is because obviously we had Claude Giroux, who was on our team, but yes,
not from Quebec.
Much love. I love Claude, but he's from Hearst, Ontario,
which is a suburb of Ottawa. He's from Ottawa area.
Yeah, it's close to Ottawa. It's I think it's like a suburb of Ottawa, whatever. But my point is, he was not born in Quebec. Yep. And then again, some people might say, "Well, what about Sean Couturier?" Because he was born in Arizona. So again, not born in Quebec.
Oh, so
my theory is that if the Flyers want to be good again, we have to drop Caleb Desnoyers, who was born in Quebec. That's just
honestly, like I said, not upset if they get him.
BL's been hyping him to me all season, so he really thinks it's going to be great. So
he's high on him. So
yeah, very high on BL.
And he sees him play. Have really been hyping him up lately too.
And he sees him play a lot, I believe. BL.
You know who my preferred guy is? I don't think I need to say it anymore. I've been on the Frundell train for quite some time. But for me, it's like Frundell, then maybe Hagens and Desnoyers, like right there. And then I'd be happy with Martone, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't fill a need. But, it's still an excellent ad. And then it's kind of a bit of a drop from there. I'd be happy with great evening to you too, Charles. I'd be happy with Jake O'Brien, not quite as much as those guys, but he's a legitimate playmaker, which is something this team needs. And having a good playmaker like that could really help drive Matve's game up. I'm not as high as some are on Brady Martin that I've heard people talk about on our chat. I would not pick him at 6. I would pick him in a trade up if he started falling. I'd be cool with that. Another guy, same with Roger McLean, isn't that Brady Martin tier as a trade up candidate? Yeah, I don't want to go defenseman either in this first pick, unless if it was Schaefer. Obviously, that's the exception.
No.
But I don't want Jackson Smith or Radim Martka. Carter Bear, I'm a little nervous about with the Achilles. I heard he's skating already. Maybe I'd consider trading up for him too.
I heard some stuff about Carter Bear.
That's who I've heard a lot of Habs fans want is Carter Bear.
Yeah, apparently that he might be a steal where they might have to move up a little bit to get him. Move up from 16 a little bit, but he might be a steal there, apparently. I don't know anything about the kid. I know nothing about him except that he's coming back from apparently, though, Achilles injury.
Thank you
not
so much
out very long. He's coming back really quick, so apparently not a huge Achilles could be really bad if you screw that, but apparently nothing to really worry about necessarily with this kid.
Yeah, and Achilles injuries nowadays, man, those get. It's not what it used to be. Those things get. Like, how many times in football do we see guys bust their Achilles and then they're back next season and they don't even lose a step?
It really depends the position in football, though. And I feel like it's different with each sport. With hockey, you're moving side to side so much. There's a lot of lateral movement. So I don't know how much it affects you as much. I feel like it's a little more detrimental for a forward versus a defenseman. But, yeah, it was an ACL. I'd brush it off. ACLs aren't as bad for hockey because you're not. I mean, you look, for example, look at Shane Gostisbehere. He tore his ACL, and that was almost 10 years ago. And it really didn't affect him that much. ACL tears, I feel like, are easy to come back with in hockey versus Achilles, just because you're not putting as much pressure on your knees versus your ankles, at least in the sport of hockey with the lateral movement.
It could be a lengthy recovery where you might not be back to your normal self for a couple of seasons. Look at Max Pacioretty. Although he did it twice, but it took him a little bit to get back, and now this season he was pretty good with Toronto, I want to say, especially in the playoffs.
You hear that he's considering on retiring?
He's who?
What?
Pacioretty.
He's considering unretiring?
He is
unretired.
He's not retired.
He did. I'm saying no. He's considering on retiring.
Oh, considering retiring.
Okay, yeah.
At his age,
yeah. And we got a game, son. Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
TV's ahead. Shit.
Third period's on.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I see BL says damn. So Dallas. Score.
Yeah, we got a game suddenly.
There we go.
Got it within one.
Power play goal. Jamey Benn? No, Heiskanen.
Yep. It was a screenshot from the point. Heiskanen gets it by. And Dallas is within one suddenly. The team with 2-1-Ds.
This game not over yet.
Good screenshot. That went right under Janmark's legs.
And you can't blame Skinner in any way.
Honestly,
he did not see that.
Shot.
He saw it when it was going past him. That's when he saw it.
Went right under the leg. It was a little deflected.
Even then, he didn't see it.
Who's 51 on the Oilers? He kind of got a stick on it a little bit.
I don't know.
If anything, you might blame him because he partially redirected his own teammate's shot.
That happens. It's not like he tried to get his stick on it to redirect it.
But it's like one of those things. Like, if you're going to get in the way like that, you better make sure you're blocking it or give your goalie the vision to make the save. That's the only thing I'd say about it.
Right. Actually, going back to my point from before with if the Flyers if they can't draft Desnoyers, they could always trade for Maverick Bourque. I'm just saying.
That's a guy right there.
That's my guy. He's also from Quebec. He was also born in Quebec. So just say.
He's on the Maverick Bourque train this offseason.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to really move the needle for you guys.
It's not a needle
I think there's
mover, but it
untapped
definitely
potential there,
helps
Rick.
down
I
the
think
middle.
there's untapped potential.
Could be.
I think
I'm
it
not
could be
saying
a
it's
legit
not.
2C. I do.
Man, it's worth a risk, man.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
we
not
said,
saying
look,
no.
Dallas, and this is why I brought up this point. I think I was on Pucking Around on the last episode. Maybe Dallas gonna have to get rid of. They're gonna have to get rid of cap space, and that's why I think I brought up that maybe they trade like Jason Robertson. Maybe that would free up a good chunk of money. But if not, they gotta. He for me, a guy like Maverick. Like you're hearing a lot of offer sheets this season. He's the prime. For me, he's prime example of a guy that's going to be offer sheeted because he's like a Dylan Holloway.
I get
He's
it,
like,
but they'll sign him. I mean, wouldn't you
too.
think that they'd want to keep a younger guy and one of the older guys going?
Rick, they can't.
But the only thing is, look at that
$5 million. They have $5 million in cap space. If you throw Dallas not Dallas, throw Maverick Bork 1 year, $4.5 million. That's it. 1 year, $4.5 million. How's Dallas going to match that? They have no money to match.
You don't think they're going to move guys around, let guys go, whatever. They're going to make some.
Well, here's the thing, Rick. They have $5 million. I'm going to tell you what they have currently signed right now for skaters: 8 forwards, 5 defensemen. Even if you move guys around,
that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be almost impossible.
They
kind of sealed their fate, giving Rantanen in that type of extension.
That's like I'm telling you, I would not be shocked if they trade Jason Robertson. I would not be
shocked. They're going to have to do stuff like that. Yeah, they're going to have to.
Just throwing I'm going to read you some of their deals that they have. Mikko Rantanen's making $12 million. Tyler Seguin's making $9.85 million for another 2 more years after this. Ropey Hintz is making $8.45 million. Jason Robertson's making $7.75 million for 1 more year until his RFA deal is up. Wyatt Johnson's going to be making $8.4 million starting next year. Mason Marchment is still making $4.5 million. Miro Heiskanen's making $8.45 million.
Jesus.
Essel Lindell is making $5.25 million. This one here coming up, Thomas Harley, he's making only $4 million right now. He's going to get a massive raise in 26-27. They'll probably extend him soon. And Jake Pottinger's making $8.25 million.
They're going to have to move guys. There's no choice.
They're gonna probably. So that's why I say Duchesne's gone. There's just no way they can sign him unless he takes like a bet minimum.
Yeah.
And coming off of an 82-point season, I don't think he's going to do that.
Well, the only way maybe he might do something like take another like low contract because he's still getting next year. I think he's still getting paid like $6 million from Nashville.
Oh, is he really?
Buyout. Yeah, I checked the other day. Next year it's the last big payment of the buyout where it's still at like 6 point something.
Okay, and that might make a little sense.
But like even like look just the way Granlund is fitting in with this team right now. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they want to sign him, if they want to maybe re-sign him.
Yeah, I just don't know how they have the money to do so.
Doesn't sound like you're going to be able to.
They're probably gonna have to pay somebody to take Dumba's contract. I think Mason Marchment, like I mentioned before, I would love the Flyers to go after Mason Marchment because instead of offer sheeting Bork, I would throw them a trade offer. And I don't know if it was with you or with my buddy that I brought this up, but like I would do Brink for Marchment and Bork because at least it'll give Dallas a player in return.
Funny, you just mentioned Granlund. Yeah, just mentioned Granlund.
Just tied it up.
You see, I'm telling you, they're going to re-sign him. They're going to re-sign Granlund. I'm telling you, they're going to want to re-sign him.
Right on cue. He goes almost bar down. I thought that was bar down. That was just a beautiful shot.
He's fitting in so well with this team.
Everyone, they seem like they've been picking up this one fitting in well. This Stars team is something.
Oh, big hit. See, that was Marchment.
That was a good screen set, too, by Robertson.
Yeah, it was.
impeded Skinner just enough.
Oh, yeah. He didn't see that very well at all. Oh, well, we got a game. 16
Yes,
minutes
we
left.
do. Here
in the
come the
third.
Stars.
I called it, Rick. I called it.
Yeah, sure did.
I said they're gonna score on that power play to start the period.
Yeah, but usually on a dumb penalty like that, I mean, right? And because it was a dumb penalty for Corey Perry to take, and yeah, that's what's going to happen, especially in the playoffs, right? You take a stupid penalty, your team's getting scored against.
I saw something with Edmonton too before this game even started. Edmonton's PK on the road in the playoffs has been under 60%.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
And it was before this game.
Yeah, no, you can't. You're not going to win with that.
And this is one thing that Dallas had issues with last year was scoring on the power play when they played Edmonton. They already got 2 this series.
They had 0. Yeah, we saw the stat before the game. They had 0 goals. Power play
Yeah,
goals.
they've already beaten their total from last year by 2 in what, about the span of 5 minutes.
Oh. What else did they get rid of?
And also, not surprising if Dallas. I mean, they're not the rusty team, but they had a few days off. Third period, they got their game back. It doesn't take long for them to get back into it.
I was gonna say they both had a few days off. The Oilers,
I know,
1-5,
but it didn't seem to affect the Oilers. But for Dallas, it kind of looked like it. But now, if that was it, they're back to where they were.
FYI, I've been on this train for quite some time. I'm going to reiterate it again. The Dallas Stars have the best Cole Horn song combo in the league.
Okay.
That is one of the cleanest goal songs in the league. They have their own pretty much customized goal song, and it is fire.
Dallas Stars.
That's the first we've heard of Nordy in about maybe 20 minutes. It's him whispering.
Is that what I was thinking the same thing? Was that Nordy?
Yeah, you saw the little bubble move.
You got laryngitis there, Matt? What's up?
No, I was just whispering. I'm trying to be quiet.
He said, stop.
Well, the crowd's going now. That's for sure.
Stars get a good crowd, too, I feel like. They've always been a decent Southern market, even dating back to the 90s.
It's a big market, that's for sure.
We got to bring up relocation talks one episode on PAP because there's all this talk about them wanting to expand again. I feel like it's inevitably going to eventually be 36, even though I don't want it.
There's at least 2 more teams coming in for sure.
Yeah, and they're going to go up to, what, 84 games? 86?
They're going to go to 84 games, and they're going to expand to 36 teams is the eventual goal, I think.
Yeah.
And there's another penalty on Edmonton. This one's a high stick on a Vander Kane. Oh, boy.
Boy.
I'm going to say it in a second. There it is.
Still didn't see it.
Yeah, and Edmonton just allowed back-to-back power play goals.
Yep.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's
rough. Good call.
Rough.
Rick, by the way, I am now on season 6 of Suits.
About time.
We just finished the 5th episode. The episode ended with Harvey and what's the guy that works for the SEC's name?
Sean
Cahill. They ended up toasting right before they go to war with each other.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember that. The spinoff LA Suits already canceled.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey,
Wasn't that
Taking
good.
3 power play goals.
It wasn't that good. The characters weren't very likable.
That's what I've heard. It was not
I
getting
watched
a lot
it.
of praise.
It wasn't. That's why I canceled it. 13 episodes.
Oh,
How the fuck
win?
did Dallas not score?
That's a win?
I don't know how they did.
Daddy Duchesne this time.
Was that good? I don't know.
Man.
Skinner doesn't think it's good.
I don't see why it wouldn't
Look,
be.
you know what? You knew that was happening. Stupid penalty by.
The Edmonton PK is hot
That's
garbage.
Did you see that Dallas fan hug the Edmonton fan?
Yeah. I did not. Yeah.
It was like so like sympathetic. Like, it's okay, buddy. It's okay.
This Edmonton PK is garbage. That thing's got to be 50% on the road.
What happened there?
A cesspool. That's what happened. That guy holding the bang hashtag is like in all white, and he terrifies me.
So, what is Skinner upset about?
That
Maybe,
his team's not helping him.
yeah. I think he may have like maybe 5-6 seconds before the goal, he might have had a case for interference.
I was looking for that. It didn't look
very,
like it.
like slight. Like,
But I was looking for that, and I didn't really see anything.
it was right before the puck came to the left side. There was some. It looked like he got nudged on his like
Didn't look like that.
glove
was it.
side, but like it was
Yeah.
nothing.
There was no interference, or they would have challenged. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it was
Obviously.
very like.
Yeah, it didn't look
He
like
yelled
anything
up,
to me.
didn't think that was a high stick. He
Would've been
said
like
he never
three.
touched him. I thought he did. He looked like he got him
He
on the
did.
cheek.
Yeah, it looked like it to me.
Yeah, it looked like got him in the face.
I don't know, BL. If you go back, it looked like he got him right on the cheek.
Yeah,
He may
I
have
think-
sold it a little bit. The stick was high.
hockey gods are twisted tonight. No, I mean it is what it is.
This is why you don't want to get in PK trouble against a team as loaded as Dallas.
You're not 100%, right? Now, if there were really bad calls, I don't know. I don't think that was a bad call because it looked like
No, I
he
don't
got hit with that stick.
I want to actually. What's the score of our brackets?
Oh God, I don't even know.
I
Bad.
mine busted like in round 1.
I'm the only one with the cup team still, so I'm just curious to see if anyone else.
But near the end of the playoffs, I'll go look and if there's a winner,
I'm going to look right now.
Okay, do it. I haven't gone in to look at honestly for a bit. Kind of upset. Mine busted really quick.
I had Edmonton and Dallas losing the first round, so just there.
No, I had Dallas losing, and I think I had Edmonton winning. I had Dallas losing.
So far, the only thing that I'm right about is I had Carolina in the Eastern Conference Final.
No,
But
I
them
had
playing Toronto.
I had it the Lightning and the Avalanche, I think.
I had the Lightning as well, but you know who I picked as my cup team.
Yep. Like I said, mine busted out real quick.
I had Carolina going to the finals, so maybe I still have a chance, little glimmer of hope there.
BL saying that who's pissed? That the goalie's pissed because he knows Kane stick didn't hit Duchesne? Or Duchesne is on the bench laughing about it. You don't know what he's laughing about? Come on, you read lips, I guess.
He's pissed because he knows Kane's stick didn't hit Duchesne. Why would he be pissed after the puck went in the net about that? Like I feel like that would have been something he would have argued prior to him.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I think that was a penalty. It looked like the stick hit him right in the face.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was pretty clear. I mean, did he get him hard? No, but it was still high. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, with the high sticking, you don't have to hit the guy in the face that hard for it to be a penalty.
Yeah.
You can't touch the face with a stick or the head. So I don't know. It looked legit.
It looked like a legit call to me.
Still time here. Dallas, Edmonton can tie it up.
Oh, this game's
Not
far
over
from
yet.
over.
Not over yet.
Much time is there left?
Come on, boys. Let's go back and get one. Come on. Went the other way.
Nope. Here
Nope.
comes Duchesne. Ooh. Well,
So who's your
Got
rooting
me.
interest the rest of the way then, Rick?
Dallas really looks dangerous now. What? What's what?
Who's your rooting interest in the rest of the way?
Oh, I've already chosen. I'm taking Edmonton and Florida.
Want a rematch of last year? I respect that.
Yeah,
That'll
I mean
be
that's who I see winning the two series. I with Edmonton, it's more I wanted to take the Canadian team here. Why? I don't dislike Edmonton. If there's a team out of another Canadian team that I would actually be fine to cheer for, it is Edmonton.
I love McDavid. If we didn't have their first and they weren't playing against my cup pick, I probably would be rooting for Edmonton. I want to see McDavid win a cup inevitably, but
oh,
good
Oh,
tracking
it's
there
the
by
Oilers.
Skinner. But man, Dallas looks freaking unstoppable right now.
Oilers are about to get one back now on the power play. It looks like that may have been a hook or a hold.
That would be a hook, no?
Could have been either or.
Well, he had the stick. He had the stick wrapped around him. That was a hook, I would say.
Either way, that is definitely a power play coming to Edmonton. Oh man, Dallas can't touch it up. Be like a 3-minute power play the way this is going. There it is.
still.
That was long.
Well, guys,
Still. Touch the puck.
can't get a shot out of it, really, though.
Yes, that's.
Oh, got one.
Oh, yeah.
BL says Duchesne sold it with the neck jerk. Thing is, we saw it from the back of Duchesne's head, so we didn't really see the contact.
If you look on the ESPN view, because I was looking on that, you can see the stick hit him.
Okay, I didn't see
he
that.
He did sell it, but the stick does get him in the face too. If you watch on that. Alex, here's a good question. Alex, speaking of expansion, the Q has received requests from Portland, Maine, and Manchester, New Hampshire teams. Portland, Maine is a big resounding no for me. Manchester, New Hampshire, it's funny because they had the Manchester Monarchs, which was the LA Kings affiliate for quite some time until they eventually disbanded. So I think there's potential there, but I don't know if the market is big enough.
It's a Q team. It's junior.
Yeah, it's for the Quebec League.
Yeah.
It's junior, though. It's a junior team. Why would the market have to be so big?
I thought he was talking. I'm sorry, I misread his question. I thought he was talking about like NHL expansion. I was like,
no, it's the Q
NHL.
Quebec
then yes, that would be
Quebec Major Junior.
Quebec. I went to the a Manchester Monarch game before in Manchester, New Hampshire. I think that would be cool to bring them back there. I don't know enough about Portland, Maine's hockey affiliation.
For a junior team, should be fine.
Yeah, that should be fine. SNHU Arena can hold, I think, about 4,000 people, too.
And there's no affiliation because it's a junior team. There's no affiliation.
A lot of hockey left, says Andre. Yes, there is. We got plenty of time on this game.
Yep.
You are not wrong, my friend.
Starting to run.
Short-handed goal coming.
That would put the net. That would break Edmonton and end this game probably. I don't see Edmonton coming back.
I got to think if Dallas gets the next goal, the game is over at that point.
Nah, still.
I wouldn't say it's 100% over if that were to happen, but I definitely think that would set Edmonton reeling. I mean, there's still 9 minutes left. Dallas got doing freaking 2 minutes.
But Dallas is really playing strong right now.
Oh, yeah. They played a lot more tight checking. I mean, all 3 of their goals came on the power play, to be fair. That is a clear.
They're really not giving them anything to shoot at.
That's it.
It's a really good penalty kill right now.
All right, there we go. Yeah, Edmonton should be taking notes.
No.
Yeah, no
right.
shit.
You're not kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, all of my teams in the conference final are gone except the one I have winning the cup.
Well, Dallas better win.
In fact, I only went 3 for 8 in the first round. I completely forgot that.
So who's leading in the
Let's look at our leaderboard.
I don't see it. You want to put it up?
I'm looking.
Ooh, somebody's hurt. Kane.
Oh yeah, Kane.
His wrist.
Oh,
He was holding his wrist.
that would be a loss for them. Right now.
Oh, he got a puck there. Okay.
Guru's actually in the lead.
What's that?
Guru's in the lead. I'm actually in 8, despite having the only cup team still alive.
Guru's not in.
Guru won. Islander 98 is ahead of me, so actually I can't win.
Guru won the fantasy pool.
But Seatown Islander 98 is me and him and Big Daddy MV, which I'm guessing is Vogel, are the only 3 that still have our cup team left, and we're all picking Dallas.
Huh.
2 people picked the Habs? I'm shocked.
Habs to win Washington.
Are they Matt and Rick?
Betcha they are. I know I did.
Dogs and babies. Actually, no, Naughty picked babies.
Bay-bye.
Bay-bye.
Yeah, no, I picked Montreal definitely to win.
Avs GW's bracket, he actually picked the Devils. That's interesting. I'm just looking back at all the picks.
Like the
Rick,
Devils
congrats, you have clinched not last place. You will be locked into 11th, which is second to last.
Yeah.
Am I in last place?
I won last year, so I went from winning to second.
No, Eric, you're in 7th. You cannot end last. So you can breathe. In fact, you still have a chance to move up a few spots.
With Carolina going to the finals?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Carolina goes to the cup final. You're right in this shit.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't have a terrible first round. I think I just only missed a couple. But it still fucked me. What are you gonna do?
They show that high stick, but quickly. How much time is left here? 7.5 minutes to go
Mhm. Dallas with the 1-0 lead.
in regulation.
1-goal lead.
That was a bad pass.
Well, but
Ooh, that was
that was a little
kind of weird, eh? He held on too long.
Actually, at first I thought when he first got the puck, I thought he was gonna shoot and hit the defense and hit the forward or the defense or something. Like, oh, okay, thank God he didn't shoot, and then he almost fumbled. Oh, Skinner.
You know what we need to add for our live streams next year in case some crazy news breaks happens? It's like a breaking news horn.
Yeah.
Remember how we had the trade alert thing when we had the trade deadline special?
Yeah, no, we can do that.
I want to add something like that in case we have something to live stream. Because you know there's going to be one of those times it happens, and I'm going to smash the shit out of that breaking news button.
Ooh, someone got hurt. An Oilers got hurt in front of the net. Oh, he's up. He's up. Who was that? Hyman.
Oh, yeah, he looks like
I think he's a little stinger. I think he's okay.
Yeah, but he's hurt right now.
Oh, here's a rush for the Stars. 3-on-2 the other way. Wide. I'm going to say this. Even though I like the clarity of the ESPN feed, I can't wait until they lose the rights to the NHL. I wanted to go back to NBC.
He just signed. They got it for a while.
It's only 3 more years.
How many years did they sign for? Wait, isn't this only year 2?
Oh, no. This is like year 4 or 5, I think. It's been here for a while. I think 2021 is when it started. It was after the right after the bubble, I believe. 21, 22, I believe, is when it started.
Why do I feel like this is only year 2?
It was the year Seattle came into the league. So this is year 4.
Huh. It's been that long?
Yeah.
This game is heating up.
Oh, yeah. Oilers are def getting some momentum. Frederick's going to want that one back.
Oh, nice little move there.
Future Flyer Trent Frederick is going to want that one back.
Yeah.
4:18 left in the third. Shots are 28-25 for Edmonton. Scores 4-3 Dallas. Coming down to the nitty-gritty, as they say.
A baseball record was tied tonight. The Pittsburgh Pirates became just tied an MLB record for the most consecutive games of scoring 4 runs or less. 26 straight games they've done that.
Oh, wow.
Translation, they are a cavalcade of suck. Oh, game over, 5-3. Is that Ropey Hintz?
Oh, that is from the Rope.
No, that's Sam Steele.
Come up.
Great name.
Sam Steele.
Oh.
That was a filthy backhander.
Yeah.
There you go.
Poor
Did not know that field, Duff, actually. Yeah, I think Dallas just put this game to bed. That was a beautiful backhander. I don't think Skinner played that one all too well either. He played too small there. It was a great shot, but I feel like Skinner could have stopped that if he took away the angle a little more. He played too small. Oh, it's
I
deflected
think it
by
was a tip.
Sagan, they're saying.
I think Sagan got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
What's up, baby? Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any overtime tonight.
Leon is not happy on the
I
bench.
think Dallas is starting to lock up game one.
Man.
Yeah, it's a blown opportunity. I mean, Edmonton was a good opportunity to steal, take away home ice advantage, basically, you know.
Wow, the Knicks and Pacers are a 1-point game with 7 seconds left. That's actually surprising.
Oh, you got it with a tip. That was a nice tip.
Yep. He knocked that fucker in.
Well, hey. Well, 1-0 Dallas. User.
Dallas Stars.
They're here. They're
Home
here.
team. It's not a surprise.
Hey, like I said, they look like a team of destiny this year.
Yep.
Because they definitely won't have this depth again. That's for sure.
This is the year they got to do it. I agree 100%.
They got to do it.
Yeah.
They have to do it this year.
Sounds like it. With their cap space and all that.
Yeah.
Is the cap situation they're about to hit? They'll still be a really good team. Don't get me wrong. They have so much damn talent there. But as you mentioned, they're not going to have the depth that they had now. They'll still probably, in all honesty, they'll probably still be a cup contender. So I shouldn't say this has to be the year. But this is their best shot, I think, is the best way to put it. This is the best team they're going to have.
Oh, for sure. And this like all the teams that they've had the past couple of years, I think this is definitely the deepest. This is the most talented.
Absolutely.
They got to do it. They got to do it.
Yeah, that's where you
we'll see. We'll see.
That's where you want to go.
You know, and don't put it past Jim Nill. Like he'll pull something in the offseason. He'll turn it. Oh.
3.5 minutes to go here in game one. The Dallas Stars have a 5-3 lead. You're welcome, Dallas. See, I came on the stream and you guys turned it around because when I was gone, it was 3-1.
It's true.
You're welcome, Dallas. I saved you. And it's 6-3. There's the empty netter. G fucking G.
Let's see.
Play the horn.
Yeah.
From distance, too.
That'll do it for sure now.
That is the best goal song in hockey. I don't care what anyone says, unless if the Flyers bring Duke back. That's the only thing that could beat it.
What was Lindell? No. Lindell.
Knicks and Pacers are going to OT. Wow. I may have to turn that on after this game ends.
Basketball, who cares?
I mean, listen, I criticize basketball. I got to say it is a very unexciting game compared to what it used to be because it's just everyone jacking up threes and being buddy-buddy. But one thing I have always crapped on with basketball that has changed a little bit in prior years is the amount of parity the league has. It's got more parity than it used to. I'll give it that much.
And
basketball.
Didn't a Canadian just win MVP?
Yeah, SG Sheer. I can't even say his fucking name.
I don't know.
SGA.
What?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What Naughty said.
Yeah, a Canadian won the MVP of the league, Rick.
Alexander. Yeah. He is a shooting guard for the Thunder, and he is very good. Part of it may have been from voter fatigue for voting for Jokic for the last 80 billion years. But
I don't follow basketball. I just saw it today. Like I think it was like Friedman or something. I'd like posted something like yes with a Canadian flag. I'm like, oh, what's this about? I go check. Oh, okay.
BL, Alex, game 2. Go for a long walk to Hartford.
Should be just enough time. Should be just enough time.
I'm making sure Dallas is here with me.
Stream it on your phone while you're walking. Like,
Hey, BL, got the game on up. Dallas scored again.
oh.
If Edmonton does lose in the first round, no matter what, that pick will be pick 30 because no matter who loses between the Panthers and Canes, they will be picked 29 because they both had worse records in Edmonton.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what?
So, I mean, 6, 22, and 30. I would hope 22, 30, and maybe a second could get you up to maybe like 13 if you need it.
Well, I think, maybe like, 22 and 30. What, we have 30.
So we have 22, 30, 36, 40, 45, and 48.
Okay.
A lot of ammo. In 2.
Yeah.
I mean, in 6,
Yeah.
obviously.
We can do it. We can do it. Actually, I was talking with one of my buddies here, and he's also a Flyers fan, and he brought up to me. I don't. What did he say? He read it. It might have been like Flyers Nation or something. I don't know. Somebody had put like a suggestion out there because I guess with all the speculation with San Jose, because Mike Greer came out and said like his pick might be available or whatever. So he was telling me that he had read that apparently San Jose really likes Victor Eklund. So that, and I think like Flyers Nation, I put something out there like, what would it cost for the Flyers to go from 6 to 2? So like to try and because they're like San Jose wouldn't like it would be real dumb to take Eklund at 2, but like 6 would be more like a realistic spot.
So,
would they be willing to like? So he was putting up something like the 6, the 22, the 30.
Yeah.
Like
is it really worth it at that point?
Depends how much you like Misa and how much better you think he could be than
6. We got a 6-3.
Oh, we got a brawl. We got a brawl.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Line brawl.
Oh, boy.
Look what's going on there.
It's still throwing hands.
You're a good girl.
OG.
Oh, don't drop the confetti. I can't stand when teams do that.
Where's the confetti?
Doing you.
You'll see in a minute. There it is.
Where are you going?
I hate when teams drop the confetti. You won game 1. Like, don't do that.
Hey, girl.
Act like you've been there.
No. Confetti is for when you win the series.
Listen, I'm a Celtics fan, obviously, the basketball. And when the Sixers did that after they cut the lead from 3 games to 1 a few years back, I dunked on them for that.
Oh,
shit. Who's 6? I can't see.
Yeah, win the series. All right, cool. That you win the West, I can give you that. That's at least a noteworthy accomplishment. McKean's Hockey is dropping their top 32 prospects. Well, not top 32 prospects, but team-by-team rankings via prospect pool. Dead last is the Florida Panthers right now at 32. Not a big shock with how they've been very competitive. Yeah. 31 is Colorado. 30 is Edmonton. 29 is Toronto. 28 is Vegas. And the Bruins have moved up to 27. Look at them. From extremely shit to just regular shit.
And where's Tampa? I'm surprised Tampa's not
26. Funny you mentioned that.
26,
They were
okay.
next. And 25 is the Kings. 24 is Ottawa. That's all we got so far. They dropped them 1 a day.
Yeah, especially now with Isaac Howard from Tampa that doesn't want to sign there. Like,
well, that's with Howard included. So
it would have to be. Like,
yeah.
I was like, who the hell is Tampa? They traded everybody. They have no picks.
Tampa's in trouble.
And where are the Flyers ranked? Just out of curiosity.
Well, they're higher than 24. They're
Wait, are you saying they're
like
23?
somewhere realistically.
We got to be higher than 23.
Like I said, they're probably somewhere in the teens.
Yeah, probably.
Gotta put you down. I'm gonna end the show. Good job. All right.
Leafs are watching, saying, "What is it that those guys are doing?" Well, that's called celebrating, but your fan base and team is so fucking miserable that is not allowed.
Yeah. How about showing emotion?
Leafs are
It's
fine.
all
They're,
Giving
fuck.
hurt.
Leafs are fine. They're playing golf. That's what they're used to doing now.
Yeah. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
All
All
right.
right, gentlemen, I'm
Yep.
taking off.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's take off for and now I should be back
It is
tomorrow for
bedtime.
the Florida game. So look for that. And
I will not be here for that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, no worries. But
Yeah.
we're not sure if we're doing this or not, but I might be. So I will let you know. And that's it. Thanks everybody for being here, both channels. Don't Puck with Media and here at Talking Habs Media as well. And we'll be back for more of these games, though. I don't know exactly the next one, if it'll be whatever, but we're going to try to cover as many games in both series. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. Ciao, everybody.
Ciao.
Wait, I gotta do. He left. Ciao, everybody.